bit of a
And
spiritual reboot.
let me
in a
actually
way of
see if
Halo. I mean, we saw the kind of key art,
this will work
box
now
art
that I
yesterday, was,
got
very reminiscent of the
We're more likely
original
to
Halo
sample,
Combat Evolved.
which I think is,
We
you
know
know,
we're
a
going to
huge
see the
opportunity to see
campaign today. We
diversity of
saw
content.
I think
Okay,
it was
yeah,
last year
no,
at
it
E3, we
seems
saw
like
kind
it's
of
still
or
broken.
actually past two E3s, we saw kind of teaser assets for Infinite sequence, or at least rendered in engine. What do you guys? What are your hopes? What does Halo have to do? You know, obviously a legendary franchise. I think there's a big opportunity here for them, but it's a very competitive space with first-person action games right now. What do you want to see in a new Halo? What will convince you that Halo's back on top?
More Chief, less Locke. That's my number one.
I think we'll get that.
I think so too. I feel like that's something that they've really focused on, and I know that they got a lot of criticism for the story. And I'm actually, from what I've heard, Halo Infinite's development got pushed a little bit because they reworked the narrative after people were so upset about the Locke focus of the last game. Halo's an interesting one in that I don't want it to shift too far from classic Halo because that's sort of been with me my whole life. But I would also, same token, like a story like an ODST. I really liked the way that was told. I feel like that's really unlikely, but I want a groundbreaking story. I want something that kicks me in the feels like Reach did or like ODST did. But with the lore and the nerdiness of probably a Halo 2, just as long as Chief's with me the whole way, I'm going to be good though.
Yes, as you said, a focus on Master Chief in terms of the style of gameplay. Danny, you know, we see kind of first-person games going in different directions.
See what they're going to do with
co-op with other sort of aspects to it. The sandbox style of Halo is something that I think people really like. The skirmishes and whatnot in the gameplay. Do you think does that still hold up in 2020, or what do you when you see this demo or gameplay footage? What are you?
Yeah, I really wish I knew what the hell is going on with
Halo's back
with YouTube.
Yeah, I think that's the big sort of question.
Luckily, I could probably switch over to Twitch once
we first saw
their
Infinite,
stream is
around
actually
the time
up.
that big sort of shift into games as a service was happening.
Which I mean, I guess reminds
games
me.
like The Division.
Let me actually go and pull that up there.
The sort of most obvious one.
That way, it's
we're
there
turning
in the
into
background.
these platforms that were new content over and over and over again, and obviously the word Infinite sort of implied something along those lines. So I'm really interested to see. You know, Halo, when it first came around, and then when it had its sort of like soft reboot in a way with Halo 3, it's sort of like re-emergence. I feel like it was very much a game that was pushing both single player and multiplayer, and also just a lot of interconnectivity with different types of modes and stuff. So it's always been on this sort of bleeding edge of like gameplay design. And the other side of it that I'm really interested in is just how the Slipspace engine works, because they've had access to the hardware, or they've known what the hardware is going to be like longer than anyone. So really, you know, we always look at the Forzas as the, you know, beautiful showcases for new hardware, but I think in the same way, whatever we see from that gameplay is going to give us a real indication of just how good games can look on this system.
No, that's a great point. I think, as you said, this is hopefully going to be the high bar of, you know, what we can.
Yeah, it might just mean my end, which
in terms of gameplay. And
I literally just restarted my computer and everything else been going fine, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Besides the, you know, the Blink skin or something like that. What
this technically works. I'll have to deal with it.
This is the first-person action game to get.
Well, you know, for me, Halo's always all been about multiplayer, right? So like I was never huge for the single player campaigns. I always played online, always played with friends. And the thing that I really hope is that there's sort of like a dedication to the old style of Halo, right? Like I feel like every game nowadays is like heroes this, heroes that. And I love Overwatch, but if we're playing Halo, I want to go back to Deathmatch. I want to go back to Capture the Flag, King of the Hill. Like I'm way into that kind of gameplay. So
I love how Aaron is just flinging around his AirPod Pros in his hand.
You know, like it feels new. It doesn't feel like, oh, they're just re-releasing Halo or like Unreal Tournament or something. That's what I'm looking forward to, is what can they do with multiplayer.
I'll take a re-release of Unreal Tournament.
Yeah, there we go.
Also, I did like Halo 5 multiplayer. I was actually okay with that. I am just more scared about kind of what you said, Danny, that they're going to Destiny-ify the single-player campaign, which is a very profitable thing to do. So I get why studios want to do that, but I'm scared.
Yeah, I know you said how they blend single and multiplayer, and it sounds like they're talking about campaigns. I don't know if we're even going to get much on the multiplayer. So you said how that's all going to blend together and how they're going to kind of explain what it is, right? And that's part of the thing with these streams sometimes. we see lots of footage, but then we have all these questions afterwards about like, well, what is this? What are we actually seeing? Is that co-op? Is that single player? So we will have Aaron Greenberg from Xbox is going to join us afterwards to break down some of what we see, and hopefully we'll get some information in the show as well about what they're doing with Halo. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us. We will all watch everything together here at the top of the hour, and we are about 30 minutes away from the live Xbox game showcase. We don't know where it's going to start or where it's going to end, but the one thing we do know is that Halo Infinite is going to be there, and we've got the countdown clock up there as well.
Yeah, the countdown clock at the top.
Wait with us, but we've got much more to talk about, and we've got some more world premieres to show you guys. Right now, we've got an update on a game that is coming out later this year. You just saw it at Ubisoft Forward. Here's a new look at Watch Dogs Legion.
Okay, Watch Dogs. More of this.
Ladies and gentlemen, London is fucked. But don't worry, we've got our best man on the case. Because if anyone can fix this mess, it's this smooth bastard super spy. Oh. Well, looks like we're recruiting. It's a state of emergency.
Move in and lock down the city.
In the chaos, private armies have taken the streets.
Albion Security's contract has been extended indefinitely.
A crooked spy agency lurks in the shadows.
It's basic tradecraft. Want to sell a lie, weave it into the truth.
And organised crime has grabbed the old city by the bollocks.
The Kellys have got a human organ black market.
No, but I've got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I?
The government's literally letting Albion shoot us in the street.
You need to build a resistance. Recruit anyone in the whole city.
Yeah, I will say about this game, like, I'm just not really that much of a big fan of, like, any of Ubisoft's, like, big open world, you know, like, single-player games, but, like...
Idiots.
But this one definitely looks like the most appealing to me out of all of them, because, like, not only is it, like, technology-based, the aesthetic is really cool, the, like, ability to play as, like, any fucking character in the game, essentially, including a fucking granny.
The ones you least expect.
And then... You know, I love some good old Brits.
The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm in.
Welcome to the resistance.
Faces on, guns out. It's about to get real.
Find them. Recruit them. Welcome to the resistance.
But yeah, coming to Series X, everybody knew that already.
All right, well, as we've mentioned quite a few times, we are going to get a first look at the campaign of Halo Infinite. And I asked a friend of mine what he wants to see in a brand new Halo.
Who is it going to be?
You may know Ninja for many things over the past few
years.
Of
course,
but
Ninja.
He actually started and created quite a stir with all his awesome Halo gaming and gameplay back in the day. So without further ado, let's hear from Ninja about what he wants to see in a brand new Halo. Tyler, take it away.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm excited to see what Xbox has in store. And here's what I want out of Halo. If Halo Infinite can just give us a incredible campaign to close out just a classic series with a beautiful ending and a matchmaking / multiplayer system where the ranking system is unique and it works.
It works. That's
really
important.
Amazing, iconic maps. I feel like a lot of people loved the Halo 1, Halo 2, and Halo 3 maps that came out. They just felt so fun, whether it be super bouncing from Halo 2, nading all the weapons off and learning all that in Halo 1, and just the flow of Halo 3. It was just something so incredible. Played all of them. I love them all. And if Halo Infinite can just get that down, get some of those things down, right? Give us amazing weaponry, right? Weapon gameplay, like the Halo 1 classic pistol, the Halo 2 battle rifle, the Halo 3 battle rifle, and sniper. I think it'll be in a really good spot, and I'm just excited to see what they have in store, man.
Awesome. Well, we'll see how much of that comes true, hopefully at the top of the hour when we get a look at Halo Infinite. Thanks to Ninja for joining us on the show. Now it is time to get to another world premiere, a net new game that you haven't heard about. And this one comes from my home country, my home province of Ontario, Canada. I saw this and got excited about just a brand new game from a smaller studio.
So yeah, not only a new game, but Jeff always has to flaunt the fact that he's Canadian. I swear every time it's like, oh, my fellow Canadian Linus at the Game Awards, and now with this. Okay, already like in just from the style alone. I love smaller games like this. Coco Cucumber. Weird studio name, but okay. Oh, the synthwave. Okay, so it's a card turn-based thing, kind of like Slay the Spire for combat. Okay, I will say the art style looks a bit weirder, like looking more closely at it, but you know, it's got kind of a like Lego almost kind of look to it. But I mean, you know, it looks like it could be a fun game essentially because it's like combining like Slay the Spire-esque, you know, turn-based card fighting with an open world game.
Some Stranger Things vibes to that one.
Okay, in Stranger Things, yeah, I guess.
Generation with the hockey smash. They're excited.
Echo Generation.
Now it's time to get to another
hockey smash.
World premiere.
Stop bringing up your Canadian at every single turn.
YouTube creators, first of all.
Oh.
Sorry. I get so excited. I think there are more
God
world
damn it.
premieres coming.
Jeff.
We do have more coming, don't worry. But right now, actually, we're going to hear from a number of YouTube creaters around
Okay, who do we got this time?
Hear what they're looking forward to from Xbox, hopefully at the top of the hour. So let's check this out.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Garu, and I'm a content creator on YouTube. And today, I'm so much excited for this Xbox event, because with this, we are going to get ourselves the brand new Halo stuff. And I used to play Halo back in 2011 and 2012, and I just used to spend hours and hours making a map
don't
on
know
Halo
this
3
guy,
than actually playing the game. Me and my friends, we used to
understandable because he's
let's
Indian.
put that over there. Let's put this
I
over
don't really
there.
watch.
And literally, we used to come back from school and
Watch
we used to
Indian
mess around with
YouTubers.
maps and all that
God,
stuff.
I can't fucking talk today.
It just used to be a fun game in general. Can anyone forget about the skulls? Like, we used to have to like go ahead and collect them. Like, I could go in for hours on Halo, okay? Because with those skulls, we could actually go ahead and try out different stuff. And there just used to be so many variations in the game on its own. There used to be co-op. There used to be 1v1. King of the Hill, Juggernaut, and so many game modes in general. So I'm super excited for the brand new release of this
Also,
game.
I just realized I
for
probably
content creators out there.
should
There's
look
so much
at
stuff
and
to
see
make
if
content on, especially, you know, there's
it's
going to be
split into two
campaign,
different
and plus
streams
if you
on
guys
YouTube
make
because
content on
it's kinda
multiplayer,
bad.
we can go on replay file on theater mode and capture some cool
And it
moments
did,
that we actually
because of
had in
course
the
it
game.
did.
So I really wish in the brand new Halo we get ourselves the co-op game mode with that, you know, the 1v1 still remains, and all the fun game modes that we used to have in Halo 3. I still wish those still remain, because that will definitely bring back a lot of memories. So yeah.
Oh, well, I can go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and delete the first part because, like...
And for the event. Peace out.
Hey guys, Middle Jesus here.
Oh my god, it's him.
I remember buying my very first Xbox.
Because, like, you know, it's just a bit of pre-show and it's mostly things broken, so...
Halo Edition Xbox. When I first saw this machine, I absolutely fell in love with it. So ahead of its time. And so many great AAA games as well as hidden gems. And then when it came time for the Xbox 360...
Yeah, I definitely did not expect him to show up, like... I figured, oh yeah, they're talking about YouTubers, it's gonna be mostly, like, bigger ones. I mean, maybe not, like, the biggest, but, like, because, like, in the case, like, the Indian thing, that's, you know, more local big, you know, instead of internationally big. But, like, yeah, no, was not expecting Metal Jesus Rocks of all people. Because their channel is a bit more niche.
But I eventually did pick up the Xbox One X. You see the Gears edition here.
The Gears Edition is honestly still probably like one of my favorite looking limited edition Xboxes. Like, I don't like Gears really as a franchise, but god, that thing looks great.
Going all in on powerful
just that design.
Plus, they've added a bunch of first-party developers over the last couple of years.
The Minecraft one is pretty cool too because it literally just like looks exactly like a fucking grass
I
block.
definitely think it's going to be pretty cool, and I want to learn more.
Hola, amigas, amigos.
Okay, so now I got a Mexican one.
Wow, Halo.
And speaking of Minecraft, ironically, guy literally has a fucking Minecraft wall.
Recuerdo que con el Halo 3 la campaña me la pasé en todos los modos posibles, en solitario y con amigos. El modo en línea.
God, I wish I could get this mouse cursor to stop showing up.
Después con el Halo Reach lloré con la campaña, las cinemáticas son perfectas. Con Halo 4 recuerdo que mi primer trabajo, entré a trabajar para poder pagar el juego. Y entonces eso me ha causado una gran felicidad todo el tiempo con Halo. Es un juego que hizo mi infancia, mi adolescencia y estoy seguro que lo voy a jugar hasta que me muera. Y lo que se viene con este nuevo título, nueva entrega, estoy seguro que va a ser lo mejor.
Hey, Summer Game Fest audience, Lamar Wilson here, and here are the 5 games that I'm looking forward to them announcing today. So the first one is Halo Infinite. Now, I came into Halo late with Halo 5. I know. But I loved it so much and I can't wait to see what
it came into the not as great game.
It just looks amazing and breathtaking. I have no idea what the game's about, but I want to see it. Number 3, I definitely want to see
it. Yeah, that's one thing I was actually trying to mention earlier. I got completely sidetracked.
And taking a horror.
I hope, like everybody's saying, return to classic Halo, and yeah, I kind of hope they do. Like again, I'm not really a Halo person, but
Gear Saga. You know they did the Funko Pop thing on mobile, but what about Lego?
Lamar, no. Don't suggest it.
So they need to announce that today. Finally, Cuphead 2. I know. Now,
okay.
Cuphead 1 tore me a new one. It's one of the most
Cuphead, games. As much as I would like to see a second one,
I just want more.
I highly doubt it's coming.
Am I crazy?
Because they only just had the DLC like announced. Not like, did it even come out? Like, I can't remember if the DLC came out.
Ready for the show?
But either way, like, with how fucking long it took for them to hand draw like all the art and stuff. I'm just not sure if they would want to do it.
I think we found this
and considering Microsoft actually doesn't own the studio who made Cuphead, they just kind of like license that specific game.
Special event,
basically the same kind of deal as Ori. They didn't actually own the studio. They basically just had exclusive rights.
18 minutes. You can watch it live right here on this feed. We're going to go right into it.
Because they like funded part of it.
We've got our exclusive post show with.
But like Cuphead, honestly, since like they would rather go like Nintendo.
Xbox will be joining us
next time
to answer questions, and we'll also have some creators join us as well to grade, see how Xbox did based on our expectations, and we'll also do a poll on Twitter. So make sure to vote on that. But right now, it is time to get to another world premiere. This is a sequel to a game that if you watch YouTube Let's Plays and YouTube gaming videos, you've probably seen. Check this out.
Okay, a sequel to a game known for YouTube Let's Plays. Is this going to be Surgeon Simulator again? Oh, hello, neighbor. God damn it. So is this the one that we saw during the Tiny Build thing? Yeah, I think it might be. Or is it just straight up a new Hello Neighbor? Yeah, personally, I'm not interested because, like I know the game like ain't terrible. At the very least, the original one is. Like the prequel thing they made was apparently really fucking bad, but like it's just not my game really. Oh, hey, that's actually something I didn't even notice. Looking at Discord to see what people are talking about what they've shown so far. The Dragon Quest thing was apparently announced for Windows 10, like an update for Windows 10 and the PS4 version too. And it mentions Windows 10 Steam separately, so I'm guessing what that essentially meant was Windows 10 version is probably going to be on Game Pass for PC, is what that probably means. And then the Steam version is obviously their original PC version that they're updating to the definitive. But hey, it's good to see they're bringing it on more platforms than just the Switch one. Yeah, that's it. I had a bad feeling about that. Okay. Oh, they were too. Okay. It's a straight up sequel. Okay, so
there it is. Hello, Neighbor 2, and we've got some more games still to come, and we are 14 minutes away from the start of the showcase from Xbox. It's going to last almost exactly 1 hour. So there'll be an hour showcase in 15 minutes and then our post-show afterwards. But right now, we're going to take a look at the ID at Xbox program, a great program this week.
Oh, yes, ID at Xbox
is a Summer Game Fest demo event. Over 70 games that you can download and preview for free. One of the big things I wanted to do with Summer Game Fest was give everyone a chance to play more games at home. And I want to thank the team at Xbox for putting that together in these unusual circumstances.
Yeah, I promise I won't be moving my mouse around as much once the actual show starts.
Now, let's take a look
just,
at Xbox.
We got a bit of a pre-show and stuff. I can look around at some other things while we're waiting. Except when World Premieres come on, of course. Okay, so what we got now with the ID stuff? Oh yeah, Tunic. I completely forgot about that game. I'm honestly surprised it hasn't come out yet. Because I'm pretty sure that was shown at Xbox E3, 2018? Okay, yeah, that Artful Escape game looks fucking fun. Okay, yeah, so right now just showing a lot of things we just saw announced, over the past couple weeks. For the most part. Definitely some new things. Oh yeah, that was another one shown at Xbox E3. That might have been 2019. The 12 minutes thing. Okay, yeah. I remember this show a couple bits ago. There's Tunic. And Tunic is basically just like Zelda pretty much, but Fox. Okay, so we got a snowboarding game, I guess. Okay, yeah, I've seen this one. First to console on Xbox, yeah. All optimized for Series X. Okay. Fair enough. Also, I think that's a new ID at Xbox logo that they didn't show before. But yeah.
There you go, Shredder's snowboarding game. I missed my SSX, so that looks really good.
Of course, that's going to be the site Jeff talks about.
The ID at Xbox program that we're excited about. All right.
But yeah, in case you didn't miss it, yeah, they got all the demos going right now.
Game to show
live
you,
on
this
Xbox
comes from a
as of yesterday. So
game creator, and when I
Legendary?
saw this and the journey he wants to take us on with this game, I was really excited and honored to have the opportunity to share this with you. So this is a bit of a longer piece, but it takes you into the world of a brand new game from a special creator in Japan. Please check this out.
In Japan. Okay, who is it?
Hello.
Okay.
Xbox ファンの皆様、スクエアエニックスの中に
Yep. Oh, Yuji Naka. What?
不思議な物語をお届けに参りました。僕は現在スクエアエニックスにいて
That's the guy who made Sonic. What?
新しいブランドを立ち上げました。そしてここにいる昔ソニックやナイツを一緒に作った大島直人と20年ぶりにタッグを組んでアクションゲームを作っています。
Okay, that fucking character just straight up looks like Sonic. Just human.
僕も驚いたよ。
しかしこうしてまた一緒にタッグを組んでゲームを作れること、そして僕たちの得意とするゲーム作りとスクエアエニックスが得意とする物語や音楽とが合わさり、誰も体験したことのない新しいゲームを 世界中の皆様にお届けできることをとても嬉しく思います。
今日僕たちが皆様にお届けするのはアクションゲームの全てを詰め込んだアクションゲームオブアクションゲーム、バランワンダーワールドです。アクションゲームにミュージカルの世界観を持ち込んでボタン一つでたくさんの衣装能力を使い進んでいくゲームになります。
苦悩や葛藤、人は誰しもがポジティブな気持ちとネガティブな気持ちのバランスを保ちながら生きています。しかしそのバランスが崩れた時、あなたはバランシアターに迷い込みます。悩める12人のキャストたちの心象世界をあなたはさまざまなアクションを駆使して進んでいきます。
I was not expecting this out of anywhere.
一つ一つが衣装に割り当てられており、その数はなんと80種類を超えます。衣装を次々に着替えながら各ステージに散りばめられた謎を解き、そしてネガティブな気持ちにとらわれてしまったキャストたちの心をあなたの手で取り戻してあげてください。
本作は24言語に対応予定です。 Xbox One、 さらに Xbox シリーズ X にももちろん対応し、片方のコンソールを持っていればどちらでも遊んでいただけるスマートデリバリーにも対応する予定です。世界中の皆様に 4K の最高画質で本作の世界を隅々まで楽しんでいただけます。ワンダーワールドの世界で皆様。
But yeah, you also can't tell me that one character just doesn't straight up look like Sonic. Like, it's, the fucking hair just looks like fucking Sonic quills. Like, what the hell?
Time.
Okay. We're getting an actual trailer now. Yep.
Balan Wonderworld, a strange and mysterious land that you visit when you come to a turning point in life.
God, these CGs already, I can say, are like top notch.
Over 80 different costumes, unlocking unique actions and abilities.
Okay, so yeah, different costumes do different things. Okay. So it's like a 3D platformer, huh? Like, I mean, I should figure the guy who worked on Sonic would work on a platformer, but I wasn't expecting, you know, this style of platformer.
Look into your hearts to discover what's most precious. Balan Wonderworld. Every moment is an adventure.
There it is, the announcement of Balan Wonderland. Knights was
honestly, yeah,
special and important game.
But yeah, it definitely seems like, yeah, that's inspired a bit more by Knights than Sonic, but you know,
here on the pre-show,
like it looks like a good game. I'll definitely have to keep an eye on that.
At the top of the hour, we are just 6 minutes away, so we're going to have another group join us here as we count down in the final 5 minutes. We got Matt Pat joining us.
Oh God,
from the game.
We got Matt Pat.
Quarters.
It's over. I could check out right now. I am sold. Balan Wonderworld, #1 game. Over. Stand aside, Halo Infinite. that was what I needed.
10 out of 10.
I was gonna say I was pretty excited when we got that. I'm like, okay, this pre-show is gonna be pretty good. That's an exciting announcement. Yeah, just to have those guys back doing that. So yeah, I agree with you, Pat. All right, we've also got JD Witherspoon joining us.
Okay.
What's up, Ron? How you doing?
Yo, I'm chilling, man. I'm looking at this countdown for the showcase. I'm ready to put my helmet on and get it going. But I'm like, let's talk real quick.
I was gonna say we got 5 minutes, and joining us also is Allegra Frank from Vox. Allegra, how you doing?
Hey, I'm
Okay,
really
Vox.
good now. Like after Balan Wonderland, I'm with Matt. Yo, that's it. That's the end of the show for me.
We done. Yeah, no, it's nice, happy, uplifting. We need a game like that. So that was, yeah, a pretty good way to end the pre-show, and hopefully means there's even more big surprises coming in the main show. And let's talk about this. You guys are going to join us afterwards as well to react to what we see. So let's kind of get the preview. Balan Wonderland, but what else? What do you guys? Let me put it this way: what does Microsoft need to do to get an A from you watching this conference? So what's it going to take? Let's start with you, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, to me, we all know Halo Infinite is the big gem in their crown, right? Like that's the piece that they're selling, the killer app. That is their killer app. But to me, you know, as a mild Halo fan, I want to see what is the other thing that's going to get me to buy this system in particular. And if it's not a neon green skin, like we saw for the earlier Xbox generations, to coat that big like obelisk that you're buying with Xbox
green
Series
skin.
X,
Yeah.
Balan Wonderland or Balan Wonderworld might have sold it for me. It looks like exactly the sort of game that I need in 2020, that the world needs in 2020, and it hits me right in the nostalgia feels. So I needed another killer app for this system, and that might have been it.
Wow. All right. You guys are done in the pre-show. I like it. There are already high marks. JD, we know we're going to see Halo. Seems like you're sufficiently hyped if you've got your Master Chief helmet. What's it going to take to get an A from you in the post-show grade?
Well, I mean, obviously Halo. I would love for them to take Halo Infinite and use it to be showcased the same way they showcased Halo 2 from the E3 2005 world premiere. I remember that. They did the gameplay mixed in with cutscenes. And then, I mean, I believe we talked about Fable a little bit earlier. I believe Fable 4 would be great. I don't know if they've ever put out that last Fable. I'm not sure. I have to go back. And then for me personally, I want a new Matrix video game. I know that no one in the
Matrix
chat
game
wants that.
Okay.
Hey, remember Enter the Matrix?
Oh, Matt, that's face.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right now.
Intersected with the movies and stuff. Yeah, all right. That's a wild prediction that we're gonna get a new Matrix. Keanu, they used Keanu last year, so you never
Fucking hell.
back again. Allegra, I know you're excited about
Just
Balan.
that reaction to him saying Matrix,
What else
just
will
that
it
was
take
great.
to hype you up to an A grade in the post show.
Right. I mean, everything that's excited me in the pre-show is pretty much what I would also want in the post-show, which is interesting, sort of inventive, newer IP. Like, I'm not a big, Halo nerd or Watch Dogs or just anything with a number after it, unless it's some like bizarre number that has nothing to do with the game. Like, if it's a sequel, I'm pretty much out. But I would love to see more.
Kind of
from,
weird. It's a
Tell Me
sequel. I'm
Why
out.
by
Okay.
Donut. I would love to see some actual like gameplay and a good emphasis on that, because it really brings an interesting.
I mean, I like original New Price too, but it's kind of weird to just say, yeah, if it's a sequel, just I don't want it. Like, fuck sequels. Like,
Final
okay.
Fantasy exclusive that's making its way onto the Xbox for the first time, or just some game we've never heard of before from some small, exciting studio. I mean, that's always what wins me over. Also, Keanu Reeves, if he shows up again, I mean, that would be really.
Yeah, he's not gonna show up. I doubt it.
Hey, you never know. I think he's in Berlin filming Matrix, but hey, it's virtual, so anyone can. This year, anyone can show up because around the world.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna have anybody show up though. Is the thing.
Guys, with 5,000.
They might have obviously they're gonna have Phil. They're probably gonna have Aaron Greenberg, of course, because Halo.
From going live,
Matt Moody, most likely.
Afterwards, you've got.
But otherwise, like.
And I want
it's basically, I think there's not going to be that many like external people showing up.
The pre-show for the Xbox event. It's going to be about 2 minutes until we go. So maybe one last quick rapid fire here. JD's got his helmet on. How do you guys think they're going to open the show? What do you think the first thing is?
Oh, Halo, easy.
Halo Infinite.
Easy. Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, start with the big guns. They know that's what everyone's here for, and then everything else is kind of icing on the cake.
Yeah, like Halo could be the end thing.
It's gonna be,
but
Halo
like
for someone who doesn't really care about Halo, I would
it's like
love because I
Halo could be the end thing, but like I think they would want to go out on a brand new thing as the big like main end instead of the start.
Break during Halo. All right, but hey, we got Balin, and yeah, that's part of the fun is that we don't know what they're going to do, and they've been very quiet. They've just said Halo, but beyond that, they've really not told us anything else.
Yeah, it's like we'll probably see Halo, Hellblade, Forza 8 is what I'm guessing one thing's going to be shown.
Those are games that we know they're making. Hopefully we'll have
then
updates
whatever
on.
else.
And then I know for a fact there will be some new games announced in this showcase, and it's exciting to watch it live here on YouTube.
Well, yeah, Forza 8 definitely has to be shown today because like Forza is always a launch title
to the press conference.
pretty much for new consoles.
Microsoft did,
and considering they delayed Forza by a fucking year just to line it up with the Series X, like it'd be kind of dumb if they didn't show it. You know,
Greenberg will be joining us live to break down some of.
And then, of course, the big thing is
enjoy it, watch it live here.
Oh, what's the word?
Xbox Game Show.
Are they going to have a car?
Hour of games.
Because of course, with it being digital, like, will they be able to fit a car on stage? I mean, not on stage, but I mean, like, will they insert a car somehow, or they'll just be like, "Oh yeah, we're not going to do that for once because we literally can't get a car into the stream with it being virtual." Up, and there's the giant obelisk. I love how the countdown ain't even going by seconds, obviously, because there's quite a big gap between each number. These graphics, though. Okay, there we go. Xbox Game Studios presents. Okay. Starting off with Halo? Yep, we're starting off with Halo. Oh, God. Buffering. And it looks like we're going to be joining Mr. Sir now. Hello there.
Hello.
So, yeah, of course they're starting off with this.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, it's definitely not a big surprise, because this was either going to be the beginning or the end. And, like, the beginning makes more sense than because the end should be something they haven't shown yet. Actually, I have to turn you up.
Even though this technology will save humanity in the war to come, I must remind myself.
And of course, Cortana narrating.
Liquid crystal cannot rise on its own. Titanium alloy cannot prevail in the face of extinction. Armor cannot hope.
Yeah, hopefully they go back to like Halo 1 through 3 style.
It all means nothing.
Yeah, kind of like Ninja said. If they go back to like the earlier,
until you step inside.
Like Halo styles, it'll be a win.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, at least graphically, though, this looks fucking amazing already.
Yeah.
Up, and we got a demo screen.
Am I dead already? I must be, I mean...
I bet specifically they showed that screen just so you know it is 100% gameplay. Because everybody was complaining like shit last time.
No! No! No, 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 no! This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make it
So it seems like this basically comes off from where the trailer was.
Yeah.
Because it's like the last time we saw it at E3, it's like, yeah, we were in space and Chief just was found outside, so...
No! No! You can't stand it! You... Breathe. No! You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything! We're...
He fucking pissed.
Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh, I'll be safe. Safe? I haven't been safe since I found you. I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me. I thought I was going home.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the Banished.
You keep saying that. We're outgunned, outnumbered. I know I saw Clone Wars over there.
Maybe outnumbered, but I mean, he's fucking Master Chief.
And find one with the working sleep space drive. And when you're done with this war, we'll get away from here. Far away.
Wait here.
Oh. Let me find.
First, when I get back, we can look. Together.
Okay, big guy.
Oh, that transition though. It's like that was really fucking smooth transition to gameplay.
Oh man, that transition is smooth. I'm a few seconds behind you.
But yeah, obviously I've not really played any Halo, so you have to be my judge on how close this is to original.
Guns sound a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah, wasn't there something about like Halo 5 like looked almost kind of like it was blurry at all times?
Pretty much.
Yeah, so like definitely this looks way fucking better, but then again, next gen, so of course it does.
It's a nice map.
Yeah.
Oh, they brought back the suicidal grunts, alright.
Yeah.
Okay, that definitely... Kinda seems like Halo 2 kind of AR, and then... That's the BR? Interesting.
So, just if I'm understanding correctly, what it sounds like basically is almost like it's a mix of styles.
Kinda, yeah. That's...
Which, I mean, I think that... Yeah. I could still see that working.
Was
yeah.
like, Pistols seemed like Halo 1, considering he, like, one-tapped the grunt, but of course it's also a grunt, but...
Yeah. Oh, the music. But yeah, like, it seems like instead of going completely classic, they may be, like, just bringing classic elements in with the new stuff.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, as long as they bring the right elements, I think that could work. Because there was some good things, of course, about the newer ones.
Yeah, the newer ones were... They were still decent, but they weren't, like, fantastic.
Yeah. It'd be really hilarious if the person died who was playing this. But yeah, I will say so far, this is definitely a lot more than I was expecting. Like, I figured, oh yeah, it might just show like a trailer and a couple bits of gameplay and stuff, but no, like, this is a full-on like walkthrough pretty much of the first level.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
So it seemed more like a Halo 3 pistol, considering how many shots it took him to get that jackal.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess they heard all the complaints about there being no gameplay last time. They're just gonna give us a fucking like 10-minute showing.
The grapple is an interesting choice.
I love how the one enemy just took a fucking dive when he got shot at.
Okay, so that's a cool thing about the grapple is that like you can not only use it to like grapple up to places, but you can also use it to bring shit to you.
Yeah. And bring you closer to enemies too.
Yeah.
This war months ago. Your people.
God, I don't think I've ever seen such smooth cutscene transitions like in any game.
Defeated by me. I wish I could tell you it was difficult, but it wasn't. We are one step ahead, always. The ring is already under our control. Soon, the auditorium as well. The Harbinger and the Banished share the same goal. We fight together to honor the will of Atriox. But without challenge, I grew weary, lost, alone. Here you now stand. This is my last fight. A true test.
Got the hair.
Legends, our story.
On the eyebrows.
Outlive us both.
Well, I mean, and the beard.
Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bear your fang.
Yeah, and then like the detail on the eyelids too, just like goddamn.
Yeah, right.
I wonder if they're gonna show a release date, which would obviously, show the release date of the console. Okay, not yet it looks like, but maybe at the end of the event. Because yeah, it'd be kind of weird if they don't show a release date for the console at this time.
We hope you enjoyed your first look at Halo Infinite's campaign. I'm incredibly proud of the team at 343.
I definitely gotta say, this is way better produced than the last friggin' event they did. Or the last event, it's like they basically just did a Zoom call, and it was so bad.
For the first time, players will have the freedom to explore a mysterious new Halo ring.
I mean, I guess not a Zoom call because of Microsoft. It would have been Microsoft Teams, but whatever,
Halo
bullshit.
Infinite has been built from the ground up.
It's like this is actually edited and shot, not just real time, basically.
Vistas, more complex visual effects, displayed with 10 times the processing power per pixel of Halo 5. This will be running at a flawless 60 frames per second and will allow us to bring the Halo ring to life.
Also, interesting, I think this is like the second year in a row that they've not started with Phil first.
In the coming months, including the first look at multiplayer.
It's like Phil's been first at these events like pretty much always, and just hasn't even shown up yet, this one.
World premiere.
Okay, world premiere. Okay, so where are we at this time? That scream.
This almost looks like scavengers.
Like the only thing I can think of is I know one of the games they announced, like I'm not seeing anything of, so I'm just going by the name, was called Everwild. This definitely feels wild, so like that's the only thing I could think of. But probably isn't that. Ugh. Well, that looks fucking nasty. Oh, State of Decay. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, now we gotta get Phil, I'm guessing.
Welcome
There you
everyone
go.
to the Xbox Game Showcase.
And of course, he's wearing a Halo shirt.
We're showing games from 9 of our 15 Xbox games.
9 of our 15, damn.
Including unveils of 5 new first-party games. What you will see today...
Oh yeah, that's one thing I forgot to mention. I really wonder if they're going to show the thing by the brand new in-house studio, The Initiative. Because there's one thing because they're supposedly working on what they call a quadruple A game, which I don't really think is a thing, but you know.
Is the best way to discover and play.
And it's like got talent from like people who worked on like the most recent God of War and stuff, so like that's gonna be a huge game.
You can play every game you see today, from your subscription or free to play. These games will look and play best.
And while they did say this is a games-focused event, I do wonder if they're gonna drop a teaser for the cheaper console at the end.
And immersion. And we've designed the most consistently powerful next-generation console.
Because it's like we've know nothing about it other than there's a code name, you know. So it's like it's clear they were working on something. It just who knows if it's continuing.
Studio that has always pushed the limits.
I just want to see what Obsidian's working on. If they have been working on anything.
There's been rumors that they're going to be working on a DLC for the Outer Worlds, but I don't know what their next game would be.
Closer to their dream of unprecedented realism.
Up Forza.
And
ray tracing
like they said in the pre-show.
Yeah.
Like, I really hope there's a Fable. I love Fable 2.
Well, yeah, and also considering the people rumored to be working on it are Playground, which makes Horizon.
Yeah.
Like, they know how to make some good games, so.
They do.
But yeah, I love that little just like Forza teaser they just showed without showing the game up, and well, here it is. Literally, right as I speak, they show it. Well, yeah, so this is obviously Motorsport 8.
Okay. Shush. I wanna.
Gotta hear those car sounds.
Gotta take it all in.
Oh, is it not 8? So are they like rebooting the series and just calling it Motorsport, I guess? Wait, Rare? Oh, this might be the grounded thing that they've shown already.
Our world has a rhythm.
Although this doesn't look like the same style they showed for the previous game when they announced it, so...
But only a few truly feel it. It is found in...
But yeah, I definitely do wonder with the Forza, like, are they just doing a reboot, you know, and just not calling it 8? But,
yeah, I don't know about that, but they really only focused on one track with a couple cars. And...
yeah. Which almost makes you think that it's not coming out for a while.
Yeah, it must be like early development.
Well, which is weird because they delayed Motorsport from last year to this year specifically to launch with the Series X.
Yeah.
So, like, I can understand, like, maybe the pandemic put them into a bind, but, like, I don't think they're gonna not launch till next year.
It teaches us to look beyond.
So it's like, it's gotta come out before the end of this year. If it's that early, that's kind of concerning.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they already have the graphics down.
Yeah.
Recording sounds, that doesn't take too terribly long. It just depends on how many cars you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Of course, having to do, like,
over our world.
Cockpits, and if they do the explosions again, so they would have to get, like, every little bit of the car they can.
Yeah.
But only a few truly feel it.
But yeah, no, I will say though, if Motorsport looked that good though, I can't wait to see what fucking Horizon looks like next year.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, of course it's gonna be a bit of a downgrade because it's open world, obviously. But like, God, like the graphics on that. Okay, Everwild. This I thought was Grounded. That was by them. That was Obsidian's. Never mind.
Everwild will give to you a magical and.
Although I will say, I am a bit disappointed that they're not having Rare do one of their old IPs.
Lose yourself in.
Yeah.
It's a place to be eternal.
It's like, I mean, this looks great, don't get me wrong, but it's like, I just want some, like, fucking Banjo or Conquer or something brought back.
And connects every living thing. The team here at Rare are so
At least it's good to see him not doing Sea of Thieves stuff again.
and I hope you're excited too.
It's like, that's only the only thing they've been doing for, like, the past, like, 5+ years. And it's like, we get it, we have a bajillion new content for it, make something else.
And for the incredible, awesome, positive community that's already growing around this game. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, so we got another game here.
Whoa. I just got hit with a flood of memories.
Love you, Mom.
Okay, so story-based game from the looks of it.
Mom?
Or...
Yeah.
Oh,
It
them.
doesn't matter that they don't believe.
I'm trying to remember when the hell did they make?
We all believed that
before.
what happened that night was self-defense. But we couldn't be sure.
It doesn't matter that they.
Oh yeah, they were the people who worked on Life is Strange with Square Enix.
Oh, okay.
So no wonder I was like, that was the very first thing upon my eye. This is Life is Strange. Like it very much is, but yeah.
With fairy tales.
The only.
So this must be Tell Me Why then, because they announced it like months ago. That it was like Xbox Game Studios published.
And the only way to move forward is to keep looking back.
We've been getting these visions whenever we see or hear something really emotional. Everything we thought we knew about Marianne just got thrown out the window. She loved you.
God, this is dramatic music AF.
I thought coming here would be closing a chapter of our lives.
Also, I just noticed the lip sync on that character is like way fucking off.
Nothing good comes from stirring up old memories.
We don't really have a choice about that.
There's always a choice, son.
I can't do this. Stop!
Yeah. And just like Life is Strange, they're doing it in chapters because of course they are. Okay, what do we got now? Oh, Ori stuff, maybe.
Hey everyone, my name is Gennady. I'm the co-founder and director.
Kind of interesting that they're talking about Ori already.
Today we're very excited to tell you that we're working on a very, very special version of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, specifically for Xbox Series X. We're now at a time where we can reach levels of fidelity and frame rates previously absolutely impossible on any console.
But yeah, I was about to say, it's like they can't be working on a new thing because it's like Ori and Will Wisp just came out, they're not going to announce one yet.
In full 4K HDR in its highest quality.
You should just share your screen because I'm like 10 seconds behind you.
Oh, are you on the Twitch version?
And low
I'm on,
input latency,
yeah.
which is just so important
yeah.
for the tight and precise platforming feel.
I mean, I can't really share my screen though because like I have like the most jank setup right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so like OBS for some reason won't play the video correctly. So I literally have another browser open on a separate desktop, which is literally playing the video in a full screen window that I'm then window capturing. And that means I can't, my mouse cursor keeps showing up.
Coming to Xbox Series X with smart delivery later this year.
Because stupidly, game capture won't work, so it's like I gotta use window capture and yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so it's like every time I do anything, the mouse cursor just shows up on screen. I'm like, God, I feel bad about having the mouse cursor on the stream. Okay, Private Division.
From the furthest reaches of the universe comes the biggest mystery in the galaxy.
What the hell is this?
Research facility.
Oh wait, this is the Outer Worlds DLC.
Marvel of the Gorgon.
Yeah, it's the Outer Worlds, I could tell, because it showed the Spacer's Choice thing, which is the in-game brand.
Full of salacious secrets and scandalous strangers.
Greetings, attractive patron. You are looking downright.
So I guess the rumors of DLC are true.
With the right kind of case,
They wanted us to develop a miracle drug.
can put you on the wrong side of a gun.
This trailer, though, is so cheesy.
Or this thing. Thrills. Danger. Intrigue.
A word of advice before you go, Captain? Trust no one.
What will you find on Gorgon?
Halo on Gorgon.
Okay, I'm caught up.
Yeah. September 9th. I mean, I think that's like the latest date we've gotten so far, but then again, it's a DLC for an existing game, so
Yeah.
definitely not indicative of, you know, if it's a freaking series launch title.
Biggest game of the year.
Okay, so this is Grounded, I think.
Then wait for Cyberpunk.
Oh, what? What the fuck?
If you're ready.
Biggest game of the year while we wait for Cyberpunk.
Oh my god, that was like the best fucking tease ever.
From Obsidian Entertainment.
But yeah, so Obsidian, this is Grounded.
Like this one.
Ironically that they showed 2 Obsidian games back to back.
So,
this summer,
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids with the game.
Yeah, like the other thing I was thinking was like the Ant Bully or whatever that movie.
Feed your friend to the spider.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, yeah, it's like, it's a weird thing. I will say, like, this is definitely not what I was expecting from Obsidian following up freaking Outer Worlds.
No.
I mean, I don't even know really much about this either. Like, is it single player? Is it like, you know, multiplayer? Like,
It looks multiplayer, but
well, yeah, but it could just be other characters, you know. Like,
July 28th. That's next
yeah.
week.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
At Obsidian, we're dedicated to pushing narrative and roleplay.
And it's a game preview too, so early access.
The office, and we can't wait for you to play our next great adventure, Peril on Gorgon. It's the first of 2 planned story expansion packs for the Outer
2?
Worlds that we'll play together with our friends from the Private Division. Now, it's also important that we continue to evolve how we tell stories in games, and Grounded is the perfect example of that. The team has been working for the last 2 years on how to tell an Obsidian story within a survival game. Now, what's great is that you're going to be able to play the game on July 28th on Xbox Game Preview and on Steam Early Access. We want to hear from you, and we want to continue to build Grounded together. Oh yeah, if you've been wondering, we have been working on that next big Obsidian RPG.
Oh.
Check this out.
Okay.
World premiere.
Next big Obsidian RPG. What is this gonna be? Because, like I said, I don't think it's Fable because that's probably gonna be Playground. So, what is this?
We have always known war.
Well, I mean, I forget who it was that said in the pre-show that they wanted an Obsidian RPG. So
Yeah.
It forged
Well, then there was the one guy who said he wanted a fucking Matrix game.
yeah.
Just Matt Pat's reaction to that was just the best. He was just like laughing, trying to not covering his face and shit.
Now our oaths are lost, forsaken.
What the hell? I'm getting a call for some reason on my phone.
Our sins have borne. Is an oath worth the weight of a crown?
Avowed. So yeah, original IP, which I mean, to be fair, I was kind of expecting that because like they just got acquired. Obviously, they're most likely been working on this before they even got acquired.
Yeah.
Playground, on the other hand, like they may have just got acquired, but then again, they've been working with Xbox for a long time. So
first-person
obviously on
RPG,
Horizon.
fantasy,
And there's the booty.
When
The
Obsidian
booty!
Entertainment joined Xbox Game Studios, they told us that this epic game is the one they want to make. As creators of
Everyone
critically
chat's
acclaimed
going crazy about
RPGs,
booty.
this is a
Of
game
course.
at their best, and it is being built from the ground up.
Like, seriously, that's like the best fucking name ever.
Xbox Series
It's just
X.
Matt Booty.
At Xbox Game Studios, we also work with independent developers, always with the goal of empowering them to bring their ideas to life. I'm excited to announce our work with Interior Night, a new studio led by some of the most talented storytellers in our industry. Let's meet Caroline Marshall.
But yeah, I will say so far, I'm definitely impressed with the event. Like, they pretty much showed only exclusives so far.
Yeah.
And it's like Sony's saying quite a few of those were cross-platform games that they've shown.
I'm Caroline from Interior Night. Our team is really passionate about interactive storytelling.
So it's like, yeah, I almost think we might actually get more Xbox exclusives this generation.
You get to experience their fears, their hopes, their conflicts firsthand. And in the
Also,
process,
is it just me, or does that person kind of, like, remind you of, like, an actress? Like, I can't remember what their damn name is, but they look like a, like, popular TV actress.
it's a story about family, resilience, and sacrifice.
That's kind of bugged me,
Most
but
of all,
yeah.
It's about how you will shape the fate of real, flawed people trying to find their way in a world they don't fit in. I hope you enjoyed the trailer.
World premiere.
Okay, so now I got a trailer for this thing.
Fortune, smile and fade. I haven't seen you much of late.
Oh yeah, I'd know who it is now. Christian Shaw. They look like almost exactly like Christian Shaw.
Life that summer. For our family, it was just a stopover.
Interactive drama. Okay. But yeah, I will say this is also pretty telling. Like, of all the games they've shown so far, a lot of them have been single-player story.
Yeah.
Which is definitely unusual because last gen Xbox was basically known as the, you know, entirely multiplayer exclusive company. Like everything was Halo or Gears or Forza, and it's like there was nothing really single player. So it's like, yeah, this is kind of huge that they're showing so many single player games.
Yeah.
All my life, I've been scared of the shadows. But now, I'm finally ready to step into the light. I got your letters.
As dust falls. Huh.
It sort of seems like Telltale. But
Yeah,
like,
up Ninja Theory.
Ninja Theory. Wow. Okay.
Okay, so
or Hellblade.
either that or Bleeding Edge.
which we announced at the Game Awards back in December.
Okay, yeah, Hellblade, yeah. Which, I mean, to be fair, I kind of expected this, because, like, this seems like it very much would be, like, around launch. Considering they've shown it so early.
Yeah, everyone's excited about Hellblade.
Yeah.
For our Celtic Warrior. An experience that we'll be building in Unreal Engine 5.
I bet a lot of people are going to be pissed, though, considering the original one was a cross-platform game. This is probably going to be Xbox only.
Senua's saga will be set in
Yeah.
the beautiful country of Iceland.
Iceland. Okay. All I gotta say is, like, graphically wise, this is so far, like, the best looking game I've seen next gen.
Oh yeah, easy.
It's like Halo, you know, looks pretty good, but this is just, like, insane.
Straight after the show on the Ninja Theory YouTube channel.
It's like the only other game that I think I've seen that looks like almost as good, if not better, would be Flight Simulator. But that's because, of course, they're using a lot of, like, real-world photography to make up, like, the skybox and stuff.
It's been so touching to see the.
So it's like, it obviously makes sense why that would look so high quality, because it literally is real-world.
And we're incredibly thankful to all
Flight
of
Sim
the
is what,
fans
the
that have been
18th?
part of Senua's
Yeah, I think so.
And we're excited for you to be part of our development journey from here on out.
That's weird. That's a Tuesday.
Yeah, August 18th. It's available for pre-download now, so. Okay, what is this?
Yeah,
this
that's
art
weird.
style already is.
The 18th is a Tuesday. That's weird.
Yeah. What the hell?
Oh,
Double Fine. Okay, yep, all makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
It's like the second you see Jack.
Hey, who wrote the song?
Wait, is this fucking like Brutal Legend 2?
Fantastic work. Love the song.
Please let it be fucking that.
It's gonna be fun to sing it. Now it's time to rock. Show it.
Fucking Tim and Jack are next to each other. Which is, I mean, kind of ironic because this. Okay, it's Psychonauts. It's clearly Psychonauts.
Yep.
But like, it'd be. I mean, doesn't everybody call basically Tim Schafer like basically the Jack Black of the game industry?
Yeah, pretty much.
So I was like, seeing them right next to each other is hilarious. But yeah, I've not played the first one, but I know so many people fucking love Psychonauts.
Where are we?
Everyone loves it.
Yeah. And I mean, ironically, I haven't played it, but I swear I owned it like 5 times from all the different free game giveaways. Oh my god. Is he doing the fucking theme song for this? God damn it.
Now my cover's low. At the bottom of a lake.
Definitely did not expect Jack Black to be singing for Psychonauts.
No.
And to be honest, this does not feel like Jack Black's normal singing style.
It's not.
Yeah. That part's definitely closer. Oh, the gameplay though. I love this art style.
Yeah.
It's like so wacky. Okay, just that, the singing combined with the rainbow visuals just make me think like fucking hippies.
Yep.
Senses are the magic keys.
God, this is a fucking trip.
They fill the holes I've had. Unlocking all my memories.
Yeah, this is definitely a fucking trip.
What the fuck was Tim smoking when they were doing it?
I know, right? I mean, then again, Tim is always like this.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, have you seen the fucking Day of the Devs presentations and like fucking Rad? It's just like, God. I mean, it was inside of a brain, so I guess that's somebody's like inner thoughts. God, these visuals and these transitions, though.
We can't wait for you to experience
Yeah.
the amazing games built by Xbox.
And now we
Game
got
Studios.
Bond.
And there is just so much more for you to play on Xbox. We are partnering with thousands of creators, from the largest publishers to the smallest independent developers, to bring you the broadest variety of games ever. There is one developer in particular that is close to us, not just geographically, but in history too. I'm thrilled to announce that this fall,
Bungie?
our
Yeah.
friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2 to Xbox Series X
Okay.
and Xbox Game Pass. If you are one
And before they say we're acquiring Bungie.
subscribers, you also get access to
That
all
would've been,
current Destiny 2 expansions starting.
Because I mean, the whole thing was like, oh yeah, we're going independent, and then it'd be, and then it's like, oh, now Xbox acquiring a bunch of studios, so.
On mobile from the cloud. Later this year, Bungie will also release a new version of Destiny 2 that is optimized for Xbox Series X. 4K resolution running at 60 frames per second.
4K 60, goddamn.
At Bungie's Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
Yeah, you definitely gotta wonder how many games will actually be able to achieve that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, yeah, it's gonna be slightly more optimized, obviously, for Series X, but like, it's still a previous gen game, so obviously it probably is a lot easier to hit that.
Closer.
But like, I'm expecting like 60 FPS, like, you probably get a lot more 1080p 60 FPS tiles compared to last gen, and 4K might still be mostly 30. Because I know like, there was a lot of 60 FPS 1080p games, but there wasn't that much when it came to like, open world games. So I'm guessing like open world games are probably going to be like 1080p 60, and then you might get a few other like 4K 60 games, and maybe even some like 1080p 120 or something.
I gotta say, like, the graphics already look better.
Yeah.
Like, way better.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely better than the Stadia version.
This is Destiny 2 that you can play any way you want, thanks to
Honestly, I'm surprised they spent so much time talking about Bungie. Yeah.
inspired developers are working
Considering, you know, like, the kind of breakup they had, pretty much.
able to collaborate with them. Xbox Series X will
And yeah, I think that might actually been the first not, you know, exclusive game.
like never
Yeah.
before.
And we're like almost a like half hour, if not an hour in.
Fresh voices
Yeah,
that demand
like 40 minutes in.
and that we
Yeah.
can't wait for you to discover. All of the games you're
Well, that
about
means
to
we only
see
have like 20
are
minutes
being
left, so they're
built
probably
to
gonna do
launch
some exclusives in the post-show.
Xbox
Yeah.
consoles.
Well, yeah, they already did some in the pre-show, so it wouldn't surprise me.
World premiere.
Another world premiere.
Console launch exclusive, so okay, so I guess Destiny was kind of the transition into not exclusively talking about their own things. I'd say that almost looked like the fucking Sports Center logo.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I'm liking the vibe of it already.
Yeah.
Kind of gives me like kind of like a Metro vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely still do find it interesting that they're even showing these other things, considering like they advertise this as entirely an Xbox Game Studios event.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's clear like these are not Xbox Game Studio games now, but like still like compared to Sony's event, like this so far has been at least like 80% exclusives, and it's like Sony's was more 50-50. But yeah, definitely a horror game. Not sure if an existing series though.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah. Oh,
Stalker.
nope. It is. Okay. Yeah, I think I've heard of Stalker before. But
I've heard of it before, yeah.
World premiere.
That's interesting they would bring it back for console launch.
Yeah. I love it. We just got 2 back-to-back spoopy games. Okay, well, got a shooter, clearly.
My Lord Inquisitor, I've reached Terma Prime and begun our investigations. Our recon squad has been sent into
What a studio name.
the Hive to determine the full extent of the unrest.
But yeah.
I'll know more when they make it back.
Well, that's a lot of fucking zombies. Warhammer, okay.
Warhammer 40k.
World premiere.
Man, they're just banging out the world premieres.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, up we showed our own first party. Oh, enhance what? People make Tetris Effect. Oh, but it's coming to Xbox. Yes! Although, they said console launch exclusive, that's kind of false. Unless it's like a DLC or something they're adding, and that's gonna come first. Because like this game's already been fucking out. Up, I saw Jonas. They're just like, it looks like mostly normal people maybe that work on the team, and then just start with fucking the creator of Tetris, and then you got fucking, you know, world champions mixed in. But yeah, this is definitely a different mix of the song. Oh, this remix though. God.
That's so nice.
Yeah. Wait. What? Is it multiplayer? Holy shit. They're adding multiplayer. What? Oh my fucking god, yes!
That's fucking sick.
Yeah. Hopefully the version I bought on Epic gets updated to that new one. So, I mean, I guess it makes sense why it's a console launch exclusive, then. It's like, although I do think that is a bit of an, like, iffy definition. Like, yeah, it's a new version, it adds a bunch of shit, but, like, the game's been out for, like, 2 years. Does that really count as a console launch exclusive? Especially when it's already been on PlayStation.
Whoa.
But, yeah.
Hold on, let me check.
Okay, this looks pretty gorgeous.
Yeah.
The character models, though, could definitely use some work.
Ouch! What the?
It's OST though.
Yeah. Oh, did you see what, MatPat tweeted?
No.
You have 90 minutes to figure out what the new channel is before I launch it. Go.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Because, I mean, for a while, he's, like, they updated the intro to have, like, a yellow circle.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder what in the hell that was gonna be. I mean, there was, like, a Twitter account found called, like, History Theory, which, like, was only followed by a few people who was also the same people who followed on their normal, like, Game Theory channel on Twitter, but, like, you know, you never know, that could be easily faked.
Yeah, it could be.
But I'm definitely curious.
It all starts with a dead girl.
Wow, well, that's a great start.
Cool.
Ugh. Ugh. Fucking laugh and cough at the same time.
And then the gunshot.
Rip.
Is this gonna be like a
Every story has
murder mystery?
I think I recognize the character.
But also a darker and deeper truth.
This might be something that was shown before.
Not unlike a nightmare.
I mean, it did say world premiere, but
Worse. I can live them.
what the hell? Well, that was a fucking transition and a half.
That's sick.
Yeah. I wonder if that's actually a gameplay mechanic, which, if so, that'd be kind of cool. Wait, dual reality? Yeah.
2 worlds rendered simultaneously?
What the fuck?
What is this?
This is like the trippiest shit ever. Holy crap.
This is...
What? And her hair changes too. So like, it's like, I'm finding it interesting that her hair changes color. Ugh. Oh, that's gross. Well, yeah, it's like the processing power must be really fucking intense for them to be able to do this.
The medium.
Oh, this was shown. That's why I recognized it. It was shown at Sony.
World premiere.
That looks fucking sick.
Yeah. Although the faint version, the trailer they showed at Sony did not show anything like that. Wait, Sega? What? What they got show?
Oh dear God. Music sounds familiar.
Oh, Phantasy Star.
Of course.
Yeah. This already's out.
I was gonna say, everyone's been going like fucking crazy about Fantasy.
I mean, to be fair, it does kind of make sense why, because like it's been like it came out like fucking like 5 or 6 years ago and never came to the West. And it's like people have been begging for years, and then when it showed up like last year at Xbox's E3, everybody flipped their shit. Actually, including me, even though I never even fucking don't even care. I was just like, holy crap, they're actually doing it.
Like in this one server I'm in, there's just like constant talk about Phantasy Star.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, honestly, I don't really care that much about the game, but like it is kind of exciting that it's like they finally brought it over to the West after years and years and years of people begging. Because like the original game launched in like, I think like 2013.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. But I think what I might be confused. It might have not actually come out. It might still be in beta. But damn, they got my hopes up. I saw Sega and I'm like, are they finally gonna show the new Sonic game? Because seriously, that was supposed to be announced like months ago during South by Southwest, but it got delayed, obviously. Yeah. And they've not said a single thing since any announcement. Like the most... oh wait. DLC? Okay. I guess. Also, yeah. Yeah, that's literally why it even got brought to the West. Like, Sega was like, we don't want to pay for fucking servers, we're just gonna offload it to Microsoft, who's willing to pay us to do it.
Yep.
Which, I mean, good on Microsoft for basically doing what the fans wanted that Sega didn't. But so yeah, it's like the second game powered by Azure then? Because Flight Simulator. Also, basically China's CSGO. It's like, yeah, I still find it hard to believe that this is apparently like the most popular shooter in the entire world, just because you don't hear about it at all in the United States. It's entirely because Korea.
We make our own path. We protect our own.
Can you protect me from fate?
Well, I think that's something that kind of confirms. So there was this rumor that they might be getting rid of gold, or at least making gold free next gen. That just said gold was required, so for multiplayer. So that kind of implies it's still paid, maybe. But yeah, honestly, I really hope they just basically ditch gold and keep Game Pass as like the paid thing. Because like Ultimate already includes gold, obviously, but like it just make multiplayer free for everyone and use Game Pass as your revenue source instead of gold.
Mm-hmm. Because for gold, it's just like
you saw 10 world premieres and 22 console launch exclusives.
It's like $60
Game
for a
Pass
year.
members
Yeah.
play every game you have seen today.
Also, did they just say 22 console launch exclusives, but only 10 world premieres?
Or free to play.
I think that was kind of inverse.
At some of the new titles,
Like there was not that many games shown that were only console launch games.
you already love,
But
some you
okay.
have yet to play will also
So
be optimized
yeah.
for Xbox
So now we gotta have the one more thing.
Forza Horizon 4, Gears
Yeah.
5, and Sea of Thieves. You'll
Honestly, I cannot wait to see what Horizon 4 would look like remastered.
when they launch. You can expect a lineup of over 100.
It's like I really want a fucking Series X, but I know I'm not gonna get one anytime soon.
With Series X and Game Pass, Xbox is.
It's like not only, you know, did I just buy mine during Black Friday, but also if I were to buy any, it would probably be whatever cheaper one thing on show.
We didn't get to visit all of our Xbox
Okay.
game studios today. That means we'll have more to share later this year. But until then,
but I will say
one more thing.
One more thing.
Okay.
World premiere.
Okay, so it's Game Studios, so let's see what in the hell it is.
Playground.
It's Fable!
Fable!
Yes! I can already, like, I was already able to tell it was Fable just from the visual style. And then Playground, yep.
Legendary heroes.
Fucking yes!
They're bringing it back!
Of fantastical creatures and wondrous places where nature and magic live in perfect harmony.
But honestly, that might be the most freaking excited reaction I've ever heard from you.
Stories have happy endings.
Like, I don't even think you freaked out that much about Halo during E3.
Has yet to be written.
But goddamn.
Dude, you don't know how much I played Fable 2. I put hundreds of hours into that game.
Goddamn.
And I put hundreds of hours into it, and I'm not an RPG guy.
Yeah.
Like, that just shows how good Fable is as a game.
Just that trailer ending, though, was so anticlimactic.
Yep.
It's just like, oh yeah, this really dramatic build-up, and then just suddenly, up, they're gone, they're ate by a frog. This ending montage music, though.
You best believe that whenever Fable comes out, I'm playing that on stream.
And before it's not until... Before you don't get to Ori till after that. But yeah, I will say that was definitely like the most solid event I've seen in a while.
Oh yeah. Like if this was E3, Xbox would have won.
Yeah.
After so many years of PlayStation winning, like it's good to see Xbox back on top.
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome.
And now back to the YouTube stream for the post show.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I will say, like, I was, like, yeah, they definitely had, like, a bajillion announcements. Oh my god, fucking you're loud.
Showcase post show. There you go. The announcement of a brand new Fable and our first look at the gameplay of Halo Infinite.
But yeah, like, I figured Fable was probably gonna come, but, like, yeah, I just wasn't expecting the show to be that fucking jam-packed full of exclusive actor, exclusive actor, exclusive.
Well, Tim Schafer, and much more. And of course, we want your reactions to hear what you guys think. I just posted a poll on Twitter. How would you grade Xbox in the press conference and what they did? We want to hear your opinion on it and what Xbox showed across their entire portfolio. One interesting thing, everything they showed today was an Xbox Game Pass game, which, you know, is pretty impressive that all those titles are going to be on Game Pass. But of course, they're probably games that you wanted to see there that you may not have seen.
Yeah. Bring back
We
Jeff.
want to hear what people think, but we've got our panel now to react to everything, to tell us what they thought. You heard leading in what their expectations were. Everyone was excited about the Balan announcement in the pre-show. How did Xbox do in the main show? Well, let's welcome them back again. We've got Matt, Pat, JD,
Bring back Jeff.
Allegra, fresh off the live showcase. We were all watching it. So
I'm guessing they're probably going to go in inverse order, essentially start with the people who they ended the pre-show with, and then head backwards until Jax at the end.
Some of the biggest announcements.
Yeah.
So the conference itself,
Okay, yep, and just saw a tweet from Enhance. The multiplayer expansion will be available as a free update for all other versions of Tetris Effect in summer 2021.
12 minutes. Hello Neighbor 2.
I can't remember what date they said was the Xbox thing, but I'm assuming it probably was before summer 2021, considering it's a console launch exclusive.
Into A territory for me.
What channel are you watching on?
The Game Awards channel.
That it wasn't
Okay.
just like an infinite pay-to-play kind of game where you're...
Yeah, so the expansion says Holiday 2020 on for Xbox. Although, since it does say it's coming to Game Pass, that means, fuck, I bought the game just like months ago. And that's going to be in Game Pass. I mean, to be fair, it's going to leave Game Pass probably eventually, and obviously I want my fucking Tetris Effect, so... And I mean, hey, it means I can play with the fucking multiplayer way before it comes to everything else.
They see that that's going to be their big money maker. Get people to try a lot of these games and hop aboard the subscription train.
Well, yeah, they actually got some really interesting tweets on their Twitter showing the like gameplay that they didn't show in the thing, like because they showed that like co-op mode thing in the trailer, but they didn't show the actual like normal multiplayer.
Fun games on it, you know.
And I actually got.
I don't know if it's so.
Send
you had
you
your bathroom break, but
to
I
that.
got to catch a little bit of.
Actually, looks kind of interesting
at the end there. But what was your overall impression?
If I can fucking copy, because it's not copying apparently.
Online, we're saying, you know, they wanted to see the power of that next-gen box, you know, where they were taking kind of games and graphics. As Matt said, you know, definitely some CG.
But yeah, I love how they say innovative co-op mode,
whatnot.
But like, there's already been modes like this in previous Tetris games.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the difference is there's 3 people, because I'm pretty sure all those previous ones were only 2.
I feel like when I came back, it was still.
But I mean, I've definitely seen modes like this before, where it's like one giant sheer board and everybody essentially works on their own section of it.
I thought there was actually a good mix of games that are both going to be coming out soon, and then games obviously that are very...
This is something kind of weird I just noticed in Twitter's trending.
We have no real
It's official, the newest NHL team is the Seattle Kraken.
That game Grounded, I thought looked kind of cool.
What a name.
Interesting.
Yeah, what a name too. The Seattle Kraken, like...
I was happy to see that.
Like, yeah, why is Seattle the Krakens?
The first chapter would be coming out in August.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always great that, you know, when an event has...
Well, yeah, the good thing is it does say the Tetris Effect thing is PC on Windows 10 too, so
I also was really
so that basically means it's going to be in Game Pass for PC.
Original games. I was really excited to see the As Dusk Falls trailer. I thought that looked really great, and Everwild.
But yeah, I still kind of pissed about that though. It's just like, what is that luck? Like I literally bought the game like 1 month ago.
Wonderful art design. But yeah, I mean, I think in terms of showing off the new console, it seemed as
I really hope they post video of the new version of the song that they had in the trailer, because god, that was great.
Or
that was a
we
good
just saw,
remix of it.
Yeah,
totally mentioned CG teasers, but the Ori, I guess, upgrade.
Oh my god, people are already pissed.
Looks amazing. Like that looks fantastic.
About the Tetris Effect thing, because it's not even on Xbox at all currently, and the fact they're getting the expansion first, essentially.
Even if it's an existing game.
Which, I mean, to be fair, like, it makes sense why they're getting it first, because, obviously, if the Xbox version is a brand new port, you know, they might as well, you know, not port the base game and then port all the shit later. They might as well just, you know, port it all at once and just launch it early, essentially.
Yeah, we don't do letter grades. I mean,
that actually does, but it is actually interesting, though, because of this. This is actually going to be the first time the Xbox has had a Tetris game in years since Ubisoft was delisted.
I actually thought it was, you know, there was a good breadth.
So it's like, yeah, it's actually kind of bizarre that like Xbox is like the only console that did not have a Tetris version you can actually buy at the moment.
Show, as you guys mentioned, and I think it's cool that they're
because they had 2 different ones, Puyo Tetris, which was only in Japan on physical for some damn reason.
Helmet aside, we got to see,
and then Ubisoft's, which got delisted when they lost the license.
CG lead so the Halo piece was so beautiful. I mean, it was epic. When you actually got to see the game and the gameplay, and that was a real demo. I mean, they said, you know, press here to play the demo. What was your takes? Halo back?
I love Halo. And I've beaten all the previous games and all the side games, minus the Halo War series. I'm not.
But yeah, so basically, my biggest freak out moment was probably Tetris Effect. Yours was Fable.
Like, wait, I'm confused on the story.
Fable
that's the one thing that's kind of throwing me right now. I mean, I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. But I like.
It's like honestly, I might end up trying it, you know, because it's obviously gonna be coming to Game Pass, like all their shit does.
So
But like, because they fucking Batman again.
The other games that we saw, State of Decay 3. I've never been more scared of deers. Bambi's not going to be the same anymore.
His reactions every time to what he says.
At the end, I didn't think that was going to happen, and I'm like,
But yeah, the thing is, like, I'm not really that big of an RPG person, but I have been getting more into like Octopath and Final Fantasy, the one with the car.
I give it a B.
Like, I can't even remember what it's called. It's just the one with the car.
B plus A minus. It was.
Because I mean, that's still like the most bizarre thing ever. Like, really, like, you know, because you don't, when you think Final Fantasy, you think medieval, not fucking
Everybody wants to know
cars.
when it's coming out and when we can expect it and when we can put pre-orders in. But from what I saw, I enjoyed it. I think they came swinging.
Yeah, no, and as everyone's mentioned, Game Pass will obviously allow you to play across multiple devices as well. So as you said, it's their philosophy is not all about getting you to upgrade to Series X, right? It's sort of like even.
But yeah, that's definitely what I like about Xbox. Like, even when they didn't have the exclusives, like they were a lot more consumer focused.
Can also be available potentially on the
I'm
device.
surprised Ninja
so
wasn't
it's less
streaming
of
it,
a
considering
story
that
of
he
getting
got
you
his
to upgrade
start
to the
with
new
Halo.
machine. That's
Well, I mean, to be fair, he might just not be streaming because the whole fucking
this fall.
Mixer
You got to buy
thing.
one first, or maybe buy both. But PlayStation.
Oh no,
or Xbox,
he's already done
did
live
it do
streams
enough
on
to
YouTube.
convince you like
No.
this should be in first position?
I mean, I didn't know if he would yet because, like, even though, yeah, they said, you know, partners are free to do what they want and stuff, like, it's still technically hasn't shut down yet.
Xbox sold me
Yeah.
on.
So, like, I didn't know if he would have been locked in until the very second they would have shut it down, you know?
I feel bad saying that because I think last generation.
Yeah, let's
I
see.
skewed more into
God damn it, fucking phone.
PS4 territory.
Right.
But I really love the games that they showcased. I love the fact that they're really diving.
But yeah, and honestly, I'm surprised Mixer is even still up at the moment.
Those indie ideas.
Because, like I said, like, it was supposed to shut down yesterday. Why in the hell is it still live?
And get more of a spotlight. I love the emphasis that they have on.
Let me actually double check and see if it's still going at the moment. Because it was earlier.
That are.
Yeah, it's still up. People are still streaming.
I know that you think we're joking, Jeff, about Balan Wonderworld, but
What would be hilarious is, like, the very second this event ends, they shut it down.
so emotional watching
Like, just long enough for Xbox.
and seeing that style of gameplay in a way that I haven't felt about a lot of games in a long time, and like it seems.
But yeah, it actually is kind of super fading, though. My last thing that's going to be restreamed to Mixer is literally an Xbox event.
It's a pre-show. Pre-show gets an A, as you said.
Enough to sell the system. Seriously.
All right, I like it, Matt Pat Ballin. That's the no. I said I think there was a whimsy.
But yeah, I don't know why they invited that person from Vox on this panel.
I think he said like, I love that game. Whereas the world needs
Like, you know, the R2 like are definitely like, you know, quite like game in the games and stuff. Why they invite some random person from a news website?
Allegra, out of all the things that you
July
saw,
8th, Ninja did.
Okay.
A little bit of a
live on
tease of
YouTube.
Fable. I mean,
Okay.
not a lot of
I haven't
info,
seen
I think,
anything
in
from
that.
him
I'm sure
since
fans
then.
can maybe pull apart
Yeah.
these things, but it's sort of Playground's making a Fable, which we kind of already knew in some form.
Oh,
Was there anything
Fable.
that you were like
Oh,
disappointed
damn.
that you didn't see?
I think I sort of mentioned before, I always love to see that really big wow surprise of, oh wow, we're getting, you know, Sony exclusive showing up on a Microsoft platform for the first time. I'm thinking about when they announced Final Fantasy 15 would be on the Xbox. So we didn't really get anything quite like that, where it's very, you know, unpredictable or even shocking, which I really thrive on those moments. I think we all kind of do. So it didn't really have the big wow showstopper moment for me.
Really?
I would agree. No, I think that's the thing. As you said, it was kind of things we knew. And yes, there's a new Forza coming. I guess probably the biggest surprise might have been, you know, Obsidian.
I mean,
Avowed, which is like,
I guess to be fair, whatever, there was quite a few games that they already technically mentioned.
So they're making another one.
Yeah.
But you're
Like,
right,
they showed a lot of new info about those games. Like, because before, like Grounded, we only really had a name. Everwild, we only really had a name.
I think was notable is that every
And stuff,
game
but like,
there was on Game Pass. I
but
think
yeah, a
there was
lot of
games
the stuff
that
shown,
included
you know,
because
was
they might
we
not be on
definitely,
Game
you know,
Pass, so
seen
people were,
technically. We just
where
haven't
was
seen
Cyberpunk,
itself,
where was,
you know.
Where was Elden Ring, and you know. things
Also,
like
yeah,
that.
Cyberpunk. I'm surprised they didn't show it, considering that fucking jab they did.
The first party sort of studios overall. I'm curious to get your take, like, in the environment we're in this year, out of all the games that were there and Game Pass, is that changing how you guys are going to play games or thinking about games? We're in this world where these live service games are out there.
It definitely does for me, because there's so many games I wouldn't have touched otherwise.
Do you think is that going to change how we play games?
I
moving
mean,
forward? 'Cause
considering
it is
I
a
haven't
bit of a
turned on my
difference
Xbox at
in
all in
philosophy
like
sort
the
of
past
other
year and a
platforms
half or
of-
something
or
like that.
Netflix,
Yeah.
you get to sample a bunch of
It's like I still primarily use my Xbox because, like, even though my PC is, a bit more powerful and it would, be more 60 FPS games, than I do get on my Xbox, it's just all pretty convenient to have the box there.
Has and that it
Yeah.
owns.
Yeah.
I mean, Sony has PS Now, but like LOL, right? So, and Nintendo doesn't quite have anything like that other than NES and SNES Online. So Microsoft really.
Oh yeah, that's definitely something freaking Nintendo needs to improve.
Side
Like,
of
do we?
streaming.
It's like
And I think people are.
it's nice that they're providing some games for free at the very least, but like, do we really want to play a bunch of old NES and SNES games for the 50th time?
That Sony and Nintendo will have to react to.
And they're not even good ones too. Like they got like a shit ton of missing ones from the library.
Encouraging people to sample.
Yeah.
It's like they only just fucking last month added DKC,
and appealing,
which should have been honestly at launch for like the SNES thing.
Pitch.
That's like one of the biggest titles there. There's no freaking Earthbound. There's no like just like there's so many games missing. That's like just why.
Right where.
It's like I understand some because like licensing and shit, but like there's just so many that's like they made the damn games themselves. Why are they not on there?
Kind of pursue, and
then of course the fact like what in the hell console are we gonna get next if we are gonna get one? Because if we only just got NES and SNES, that's kind of shit.
Since that era,
like honestly, I don't expect them to do fucking Switch games like freaking Xbox and Sony has been doing with, but like at the very least maybe GameCube or something.
Them. And also, there's no risk and no cost to try things that you might not have played otherwise, right? And so, hey, you might have grown up as a first-person shooter.
Also, it's just me or his map has volume just way lower than everybody else's.
Right there, let me check it out because I saw someone on YouTube play
The
it.
map has volume is so low.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Suddenly, you're drawn into a whole other world of.
I wonder if they turned him down because he was laughing so hard.
You want to explore and find, your new favorite title in, and I think that is so exciting. I think it's so.
Either that or blame Jason.
And like I said, I think it puts the hands. The power back in the hands of the player, as well as giving so many more studios a chance to have their work seen by more people, which I think is good all across the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friend says pretty sure it's on MatPat's end.
Those games in there.
Probably.
Tell Me Why or Psychonauts or games.
They always have fucking tech issues. I'm not surprised.
But now they're like, hey, I can experiment with it. I can play it, and you might get hooked and have more stuff to play. JD, are you fine? Like, you talk about Halo. That's a game I'm sure you would pay $60 for, but hey, that's coming in Game Pass. So does that open you up to, do you think, playing more of these games than normal?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I will say the only thing like I was really disappointed about this was they still haven't shown a launch date or price for the console and stuff.
Do that because like most people,
I feel like
have
it's
Game Pass
gonna
as
be
well. So
closer to
if it's just a simple download
Christmas.
compared to maybe
Yeah.
I don't know, getting like.
But I mean, because usually they would show this kind of shit at an E3 kind of thing, and this would be around the time. But everything's different. So, and who knows? They're probably just waiting for Sony to announce it first, so they can fucking sucker punch them.
Game Pass being able to, stream games simultaneously, maybe across different devices, and just having that type of freedom will make things easier for future gamers so that they can open up and just have fun with it. But I wanted to say
other girl said
to you and Matt, hey, going back to our
Game
Deadlock
Pass is
debate,
changing the
Matt.
game, honestly, because
is hype killing video games? Remember that?
neither Sony nor
I
Nintendo are
remember
doing
that.
anything similar to Game Pass.
I mean, Sony kinda is because PlayStation Now,
Hype cycle to this,
but
where
it's
we saw a
streaming,
lot of,
not on
yeah,
device.
streaming.
trailers
Yeah.
for games that are probably years off and whatnot. And I think,
And it's like,
a lot of
meanwhile,
people say, I
Game
saw
Pass,
that,
of course,
and a
they
lot of
have
people, like, they wanna see
both
more
the
games,
streaming
right? We got
in the
to see a
future
Halo
because
demo, but
xCloud is gonna be
like a
bundled,
very tightly wound,
and they got the download.
trailer, and I think we're in an age now people just want to see
Like,
Let's
it's
Play,
insane.
see
Xbox-
games.
Xbox
and you do
is,
wonder like that.
like
Fable
revolutionizing
teaser, like,
that kind
you
of thing.
don't really
that
learn much about the game at all. Right? And it's
hopefully
sort of
the
like it's a
other
fancy
two will
logo
follow.
sequence.
Yeah,
And now it's
like Nintendo, they're definitely not going to follow. I highly doubt it because, well, not only because it's Nintendo, they suck at online to begin with.
Presentation and,
Yeah.
But also, second, like, considering they are a more portable device, I doubt they, would do a streaming thing. And then as for downloads,
and how
yeah.
they presented it, but it's a good question. Even compared to the big E3 press conference.
Well, it's like, yeah, Sony definitely does need to get their shit together there.
Was this a good approximation? Like, what did you think of how they delivered the news?
And that's something I've always said about Xbox. Like, you know, yeah, they might not have the best exclusives. Their hardware might have been trash initially with the original Xbox One.
I'm so used to
Although, of course, the S and the X are way fucking better.
CG that I'm
Yeah.
But, like, they've always been, like, the most consumer-friendly when it comes to all free platforms.
They show you the beautiful.
It's like they're constantly giving away a shit ton of free shit. You know, the Game Pass is, like, the best value of anything. You know, they have the best online easily, bar none.
That you have, and you can actually get a feel for what the game is.
I mean, it's actually kind of hilarious. Like, their online is so damn good that freaking Sony is working with them now for the online.
You know, I think
It's like, yeah, pretty bad when your competitor basically has to say, hey, can you help us with our servers?
Yeah, right.
What would be hilarious, though, is if Nintendo did too, and just Microsoft controls everybody's servers.
I'm honestly just impressed that both of these consoles are still able to come out this year.
Well, I guess,
So
except...
weird that MatPat is so quiet because it looks he has his lapel like right below his mouth.
Yeah, like, all I can really think of is probably blame Jason. He probably has the fucking, like, slider on the volume.
That this is still a
like, fucking turned way down or some shit.
Able to provide us entertainment, and that every
Either that or it's, you know, there and they might be adjusted it, you know.
Then I think I would be.
And they just never adjusted it back up or something.
That's a good point. And even with the expectations for some of these announcements and press conferences, you said games are being built, work from home, and I say to people, like, in some ways, the best anyone can do is a B this year just because of like the challenging circumstances we're in. But a lot of the fans think, hey, no, I want all my announcements. And as you said, it's been really hard to make games and make these trailers. Allegra, what about, you know, we're all watching these from home. We're not at this big live event. How did it didn't have the surprise, as you said, that, you know, the audible wow in the audience, right? And the energy of Keanu, you know, showing up as a surprise live.
Honestly, nothing's going to top Keanu ever.
How did you think of how Xbox like presented their story in this format this year?
I think they did a good job considering the circumstances.
Honestly, the presentation format was definitely like one of the best I've seen in a while.
I'm pretty accustomed to the Nintendo.
Like, it might not have been like Nintendo, where it's like just back to back to back to back, you know, with trailers, but like, they definitely had a good balance of talking, interviews, and, you know, the actual games.
But I did appreciate, you know, having.
It's like the only thing I might possibly complain about is like the Halo part at the beginning was a tiny bit too long. But, you know, obviously that's kind of expected. They had to show quite a bit of that.
It's the last
I think
Halo,
we all,
so.
I mean,
yeah,
we have all said, like, we do miss that. We do miss being able to really react all together live. So it's a little less fun to have to do that at home by yourself, but it's not completely, you know, out of the realm of implausibility that we would have to stay at home and watch these. Like, Nintendo's been doing that for years now.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, different format, but
well, yeah, I definitely wonder how like this year is gonna like change the game industry. I bet a big bunch of more people are just gonna start doing these kind of showcase instead.
JD would be there for, but hopefully,
because it's like Nintendo's been doing it for years. A few people have imitated, but with this, like, everybody's doing them, and I bet every single buddy is gonna keep doing it next year. There's not gonna be a stage show.
What are they gonna look like? And it's, you know, they're big games coming.
Because if you think about it, it's a lot more convenient, you know, to have a pre-edited thing than to do something live where a bunch of shit can go wrong.
Biggest games the second half of the year, they're doing their own Night City Wires, so it's like we didn't see that, and that potentially could be one of the biggest games for Xbox. All right, well, thanks guys, appreciate you dropping by.
Yeah, we'll say that definitely is a bit weird. It's like, I understand Cyberpunk did have their own event, but like for like every single E3 they've been, you know, associated with Xbox. So it does feel kind of weird just to not up. And Red MatPat.
Matt, please.
Force the value, but now his camera just goes out.
It goes to MatPat. The battery went out, I think.
Damn it.
God damn it.
Who's going to break first and reveal the price? That's my question.
Okay, well, that's a good point. We'll let Matt recharge his battery, thanks to Allegra and JD.
God damn it.
But yes, you're right. The price is definitely a big question mark around the different systems. There's obviously rumors that there could be a second kind of version of Xbox Series X, codenamed Lockhart, that there's been a lot of rumors about. PlayStation has already revealed that there's going to be an all-digital PS5.
But yeah, I'm guessing what's probably going to happen is Sony is probably going to be like
systems. When are we going to get to find
$5.99
cost, and what will be the differential
for the main one, and then
about hardware
$4.99 for the
kind of managed
all digital, or
that we weren't going to hear about hardware. It was going to be
$5.49, so out $50 or $100 off. And then Xbox is probably going to be $4.99 for the main one, and then the Lockhart, whatever, is probably going to be at least $100 off.
With Summer Game Fest is I expect we're going to see more events from Xbox and PlayStation.
When Xbox One came out, I think it was $500, and then when
so even Ubisoft did their Ubisoft Forward last week. They already said we're doing another one in September. So we're going to have kind of more frequent cadence, I think, of events throughout the summer.
But yeah, it's like Sony's is obviously going to be a bit more because they got a lot more like custom-made hardware in theirs.
Again to Matt,
and you definitely got to wonder if it's going to be a PS3 situation all over again, where they overprice it drastically.
And answer your questions. And joining us,
but like the rumor so far for Xbox, which I'm not sure if I believe, is Lockhart is apparently going to be only $200
to talk about all the news that Xbox shared.
Which, if so, that's actually insane.
Briefing today, including Halo Infinite and a bunch of other titles. Aaron is heads up all the marketing for all the Xbox first-party games. So there were a lot of first-party games today. Obviously, with Halo Infinite and the reveal of a new Fable as well coming from
but it's like I could possibly see it being $200 if they they cut down the memory, the chip is slightly slower,
Yeah,
great.
It's like because with PlayStation, it's clear they're just doing all digital for the lower price version. But I think Xbox might actually end up having 3. Kind of like they do now.
Everything worked.
They'll have the high-end X model. They'll have the low mid-end S model, and then they'll have the slightly cheaper digital model.
Big moment. I know you and the team worked really hard to to get all the games ready for today under these insane conditions to develop these titles. But let's start off with the shirt that you're wearing and Halo Infinite. We got to see a beautiful kind of story
back
piece
Aaron and Jack.
A real demo of the gameplay of
and Austin.
And it definitely looks like the team is kind of going back to the roots of Halo, though adding some new things like.
But yeah, I think honestly that
want to communicate
if the $200 price point is true, I'm guessing Lockhart is probably gonna be like a slight upgrade over One X.
Took away from this demo
instead of like a slightly cut down Series X. Like it's just gonna be very minor over One X.
Existing fans, I think we all remember.
Which would be fine. It would still technically be better, and of course it would have the SSD, which is the big improvement, honestly.
How do we kind of take the OG Halo and modern?
It's like if they basically just took a One X and put in a damn SSD, it would probably be pretty good.
Halo's take on an open and expansive world, seeing additions with things like the grappling hook, and it's all Chief all the time. And I think that I think the team at 343 has done a great job creating the Halo game that I think the world needs right now, and more than anything. And so that's been the focus.
I love how they worded that. The Halo game the world needs.
Gameplay, big campaign demo. That's what we opened the show with. And teams.
Oh, they just restarted the video.
This in the hands of fans this holiday.
Yeah. We obviously saw, Xbox Series X gameplay on that. One thing that,
Oh, hey, there's a Halo Infinite page on Steam now.
It will work on your current Xbox. It'll work on your PC. Can you maybe explain sort of like what the team is going to be able to do with Series X with that game?
Oh,
that will be sort of,
this is interesting.
Next level beyond.
Apparently, the Fantasy Star Twitter account just posted it's coming to PS4 and Switch.
I know Phil Spencer said it's going to be more PC-like and that it will be optimized for,
Why being powered by Microsoft servers?
Tell us maybe a bit about what the...
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
12 teraflops, what the game is going to be able to do that will really show off Series X.
And ironically, the version of the trailer that shows the PS4 and Switch, it doesn't show the Azure logo.
Series X. So they're gonna.
I wonder if it's like PlayStation didn't want being right next to a damn Microsoft logo.
So this will take full advantage of all the benefits of Series X. You're right, the 12 teraflops, the instant gaming you get from the SSD, the instant switching. You can see the lighting, a lot of the benefits from the engine. So the more expansive worlds, just tons and tons of benefits there. With that said, we want to create a game that Xbox One fans can also play, that PC gamers can also play. And I think as you've seen what Phil outlined in his player first post.
Yeah, I'd definitely be interested to see how they're going to handle this, because this is obviously going to be the first, Halo game made for the ground up for PC.
Whenever they're ready to upgrade to next gen, we will give
because it's like MCC, it's like, yeah, they did some stuff, but it's like they basically kind of had to hack in mouse support
Game Pass member, you get
into a console game.
But we're building this.
So it's like it's definitely gonna be interesting to see how they will handle. We developed with mouse in mind from the start.
And on Series X, and you never get charged more than once for a game, whether you buy it or get it in the subscription.
Yeah, and also that's the other thing I really love about Xbox. It's like not only do you get a bunch of free games through Game Pass, but also you buy it once, it'll be available on both platforms.
Halo, the
Yeah.
Master Chief helmets.
Well, all three now, obviously, with One and Series X. But yeah.
Will you still have collector's editions, or how will you handle that kind of stuff?
Oh yeah, that's
We're
interesting.
working with retail partners around the world. There'll be like special steel books and things like that for people that want that. We know there's a fan that wants to buy the game, have the physical disc, and they want to have that steel book, and they want to have something collectible that they can add to their collections. And always loving fans send me tweets with pictures.
But it's definitely something I would find interesting, because like in the last generation, almost every game that came to Game Pass did not have any of the DLC or anything.
But if it's included in their Game Pass subscription,
But I wonder if in the future they might start including DLC in Game Pass versions.
To have more people,
maybe
multiplayer, have more people playing Halo, building a bigger community is good, not just for our internal studios, but also for our third-party partners.
Because honestly, I would love not to have to buy Horizon 5 Ultimate Edition this time.
Awesome. And
like seriously, the Ultimate Edition price is fucking stupid.
Talking about, or head of the game talking about.
It's like, luckily, I got it on sale, but even on sale, that was still like $60, and that was only the Ultimate Edition upgrade. That wasn't, including the base game.
Both modes in a big way.
Yeah,
because of course I already had the base game through Game Pass. If I would have got it with the base game, it would have been like $80.
We unveiled Gears, last year. Like, we didn't do it all at once. We're really thoughtful about the right beats. And
I will say, I definitely am wondering, like, for Horizon 5, like, I wonder what the fucking expansions are going to be already, because everybody was so fucking pissed last time that they had Lego.
Is all doing this from home. So that's
and considering the time before it's Hot Wheels, it's like it seems like they're kind of going on a trend of like the second expansion is going to be something appealing to families and kids.
What you saw was obviously full playable.
So it's like we already had Hot Wheels, we already had Lego. What in the hell could be next
for Halo? But I've been hands-on with the multiplayer. I've played it along with Phil and other folks. They've got a lot of exciting innovation happening there, and we'll unveil that when the time's right.
You know what? Random idea. And before it's Bakugan.
That open, expansive world, some of the new things like the grappling hook, and it's all Chief all the time.
To be honest, how in the fuck would that work?
What people
because
wanted
like
to hear
cars,
confirmation of.
But
Now, so holiday 2020. So the plan is still that this will launch kind of day and date with Series X for the game.
Yes, our plan is to launch this holiday. We're planning to launch this with Xbox Series X. For folks that don't know, the last time Halo launched with an Xbox was with the original Xbox back in 2001. So, for us, like, we've been very thoughtful about planning the launch of this generation and every approach, every detail, from all the player first.
But yeah, that's definitely intentional that they launched it with Halo.
The world's most
because they're basically like, yeah, we failed so hard last generation. What game is going to get people to buy?
For a great holiday.
And Halo is obviously the game.
You talked about, world's most powerful console. You have a lot of other games. The Studios Group showcase, as Matt Booty said, lots of world premieres and announcements. One that we should talk about at the end there was a nice moment, was a brand new Fable from Playground Games. We didn't get a ton of information out of that teaser about it, but what can you tell us? I mean, Fable is back. We can obviously expect a RPG. It looks like that's more of a sort of a CG piece versus showing the gameplay, but what can you tell us about the new Fable?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we know this is probably at the very top of the list of things we hear from fans. I've heard from fans more than anything is we want Fable. Please make another Fable. And to put the Fable franchise and give it a completely fresh start in the hands of one of the greatest game developers in the world, and also right there in England with Playground Games, is sort of a dream come true. So we're letting them, get a fresh start with the franchise.
So I just looked at Twitter, and this is fucking horrifying. What I just saw was announced.
That's really true to the franchise. It's obviously going to be
look at your DM.
Game. We've got the best folks in the industry working on it, and today was just the reveal of the game, and we're excited to officially.
That looks fucking weird.
And we'll share
more
it does. When we're ready. But this is the start of that journey.
Yeah, and that wasn't the only RPG that you guys announced. Obsidian also announced Avowed, which is something people are really excited about, a full next-gen RPG from the Obsidian team. Again, a similar kind of teaser, really just announcing the concept of it. Maybe could you talk a bit about between those two? I mean, what makes them, obviously thematically they're different, but are they both kind of similar RPGs, or how are you approaching them in terms of differentiating like the style of RPG that they are?
But yeah, I saw my tweet. The fact that every game here is in Game Pass is incredible, and yeah, honestly, definitely.
Benefits of adding them to the Xbox Game Studios team.
It's like obviously their first party titles would have been, in there, but like there was a few games they showed there that were obviously third party, and the fact that even those are coming to Game Pass is kind of nuts.
New DLC for that. There's a small team of Obsidian that's created this product called Grounded, survival. Open world survival game that fans are kind of loving, but we know, and we've just been quietly smiling and listening. Everyone's like,
Twitch posted, pretty sure we'll be hearing world premiere in our sleep for the next few days.
RPGs, like what are they doing next?
Just the way they say it every time, just the world premiere,
Obsidian RPG. They've got a lot of people working on this. This is going to be a massive AAA game, and at this point,
also apparently Xbox just uploaded on YouTube the entire show in 4K.
You kind of get a sense of the first-person view. You get a sense of kind of where they're taking this. But this is a big bet for Obsidian, and it's great that we're being able to give them all the resources to go realize their creative vision with this game. And Obsidian always delivers.
I don't know if somebody posted. So PlayStation gets Spider-Man, we get fucking Tetris but with music. And they're like pissed and stuff, and it's like, you do realize it was originally a PS4 game, and you probably didn't complain then.
Yes, from Turn Tenor. Could you explain what we saw? Because there was obviously beautiful.
Like I could see if originally it was announced for Xbox or something, and you're a Sony fanboy or something, or it was originally a multi-platform game, but it was literally a fucking PlayStation exclusive for like a damn year.
Motorsport.
Why you complain about it?
Obviously, they have the highest rated, best-selling racing franchise in gaming. And what they're really doing with Forza Motorsport is just completely reimagining what that can be. They want to modernize it. You can see they're bringing things like ray tracing to the Forza Tech engine. They always
so they're reimagining the Forza franchise.
And fidelity. And for them to be, they were actually...
Honestly, I'm not surprised. They did the exact same thing when Xbox One launched.
And you can already see an early look.
Because when Xbox One, they basically scrapped every damn thing. Like they remade every single car model, they remade all the maps.
There is no number on the end.
And stuff from scratch. And people complained because the games were so lackluster compared to the previous one because of that. So I wonder if it's going to be the same case this time. Where it's like this one, where they call it 8, or reboot, whatever, is going to be basically terrible compared to 7. And then 9 is going to be great.
So that's not a this year game. It's kind of a further.
And it also should mean Horizon should get the benefits of that. Basically they don't have to deal with the backlash of being the first game.
Show you with ray tracing, show you kind of the power of Xbox Series X and engine, and then share more when we're ready.
All right. Well, as you said, you definitely unveiled a slate of a lot of first-party titles coming moving forward, and again, as we saw in the briefing, everything coming to Game Pass moving forward, and that'll be kind of the way it's done moving forward, right, Aaron? Everything will be in Game Pass from your group, first party.
Yeah, I mean, this was, to be honest, this is the first time we've ever been able to do a show where we've reached a point with Game Pass where we can say from beginning to end, every game you saw is if you're a Game Pass subscriber, every game you saw is included in your subscription. And
this is the perfect tweet for you.
And you don't have to look and see, is this one Game Pass? Is this one not? Just sit back and enjoy. From Halo to Destiny to Beyond Light to Fable to everything in between.
That was exactly your fucking reaction too.
Real shit.
It's just like your Halo. It's like, oh yeah, this is cool. This the things are different. Shit. And it's like Fable. It's just like, holy fucking shit, it's Fable.
There's a lot of exclusive
Fable, dude.
Teams.
Dude, I was just talking with Zai about Fable. He never got into it. Like I remember in Fable 2,
on exclusive games and
because in Fable 2 you could
something that we know
rent. You could buy properties and rent them out and get money. And
this is our gift to you, and all the things. That
there's this whole business aspect of it, and I remember being like,
a lot of people have also been wondering about Xbox
13,
Live
14 years old
to Game Pass
and owning the entire city and renting it out to people.
How is that gonna
charging massive tax?
Phasing out Xbox Live and it'll all be
god!
And I was rolling in hundreds of thousands of dollars per day.
God damn it!
I am the games guy, so I manage our first party and third party game stuff. I'm not sure.
Okay, so I just saw this, and I definitely could not show it on stream, but this is hilarious.
Excited about the Game Pass, and they have their Xbox Live, and I think what everyone's saying is they love this one-stop solution, right? It's like, here's what I'm paying, and I'm going to get all these great games and this great experience. So as you said, I'm sure over time it will all solve itself out. But yeah, the fact that there's so many great games in Game Pass, it's really, really,
get a tattoo.
Such
I
an
want to use
amazing
this. Oh,
value.
Jesus.
And speaking of Game Pass,
This is what you're getting
one game
tattooed
that was
on you
announced
when
today
it's announced.
for Game Pass.
Oh,
is
dear
from a
Christ.
good friend
I mean,
of
to be
ours,
fair,
you and
they
I,
might have a loophole.
Bungie, and
They said
definitely
in-engine trailer.
now.
That might have been
Friends of the
CGI.
team, deep in his development bunker at home. Is,
But still, it's like be hilarious if they actually did go through and got that tattoo.
Good
Yeah.
morning.
Good morning. How we doing?
I'm doing okay. It's a little.
Okay, now we got this guy.
As you can see, it's very, it's a very quarantine situation here in the house. Yeah.
Well,
You have a way better quarantine look than I do. You've got the dev quarantine, been hard at work for months look, Luke. That's very impressive.
I think that if I could just sum.
Yeah, I see so many people be like, "There's no banjo. The show was the worst."
Haggard, all hands on deck.
And it's like, as much as I would like to see a new banjo, like that show was honestly amazing. Like that's not gonna blemish it.
Just grabbing the oars and trying to get it going in the same direction. Like we've never made a game this way before. So
no, and I have to say, all these teams, what they've been able to accomplish with development, and you think of voiceover and motion capture and music recording and everything. I mean, it's just really challenging for studios to do this stuff. So yeah, Aaron, hats off to you and the whole Xbox first party group for what you guys were able to pull together for this showcase. I mean, in an amazing number of games with a lot of diversity, as you guys have been saying, both in sort of genre and style and tone across the whole thing. And even
this is definitely the best wording of Fable I think I've seen in a tweet. It's fucking Fable. A Playground produced Fable. Holy crap, it's Fable.
A lot of content and value coming to gamers. So
yeah,
Aaron
pretty
Greenberg,
much.
thanks for joining us. Great to have you with us, and congratulations on a great show. Now Luke's going to give us some Destiny dirt, right?
Oh yeah, let's just go through everything. Let's talk about where it's going to end. Whatever you want. Let's do it.
Hey, well, you guys are showing gameplay. We're excited about Beyond Light, and obviously coming to
so here's something I pointed out, and this looks not great.
Look, everyone knows you pushed back the date a little bit to November on it, which I think is understandable.
I didn't even notice that in the trailer, but that gun model definitely doesn't look
at
that
your event last month.
good.
I mean, kind of outlined here's the next 3, right? I mean, you're sort of being very clear with people about the roadmap and the plan.
I mean, the rest of the visuals obviously look really damn good, but that gun definitely looks a bit of a step down.
What do you want to share? Because I think everyone knows about it.
But I mean, to be fair, it is early. They probably may have not gotten around to fully texturing it or something.
Is that deliberate, or because you guys are still experimenting, or
no? So it's a couple of things. There's a deliberate approach that we're taking with how we're thinking about marketing and talking about the game this year.
Apparently, iJustine just tweeted that they got Phil on as a podcast guest.
The fun of
Oh, damn.
playing video games, the fun of entertainment is some of that, being surprised. We do have a bunch of changes that we're making to the way that players are going to interact with wielding the darkness, and we'll probably get into that a little bit before launch. Like we always want to get feedback on that. But you talked about that event from 4-6 weeks ago.
Also, yeah, people are saying the Halo is open world. I didn't even realize that.
It's hard to keep track of anything, and what we're trying to do is
They did say it's
let
like
everyone
their
out there know, like this is
biggest
Destiny
map
2
ever.
is an awesome
Yeah,
map.
I think I just missed that though, but yeah.
Like you can see,
Although, I mean, to be fair, biggest map doesn't necessarily mean open world. It could still be kind of like a level-based structure,
Yeah.
Just, with a giant-ass map. But no, apparently it is open world, in which that's kind of big.
We have this awesome global community, and we want to keep growing it. And to close on the thing you pointed out at the top, Jeff, it's we wanted to lay out that Beyond Light is the beginning of this new era, and it's going to continue next year with the Witch Queen and arc that we've been building toward for some time. And of course, we're heading toward a moment that we're excited about with Lightfall at the end of this 3 expansions.
Oh my god, I've seen this screenshot people took of the ferry from Fable, and tell me this doesn't look wrong.
The next couple of years. So how you think of it, obviously from a content perspective and a story, lore, narrative perspective, but I assume also from a gameplay perspective.
It's like everybody takes the perfect screenshots.
Stasis, tell us a bit about that. Is that something that obviously impacts the next 3 in a way, but Are you thinking
Somebody
how far
commented,
ahead of
"They will be like that though."
gameplay is going to change each year,
Yes.
or how do you map it out?
Yeah, so even with something like Stasis, like we're going to launch kind of a bunch of the player side of the abilities for Stasis this fall, like the encase, freeze, shatter, like that's going to enter Destiny, and then over the course of the rest of the year, we're going to continue to add more. Like the creatures are going to gain access to it in a way that they won't have it at the start. Like you're going to fight creatures, obviously wielding it in the beginning, but it's not going to be, it's going to proliferate throughout the game, this ability to freeze, be frozen, etc. And then we look at our overall plan and we think about, right now we're obviously, ideating, early thoughts on what players are going to get to do next. That's a place where for us, we like to start thinking about it because we're trying to make awesome, fun toys for people who've been building their Guardians for, maybe 1 year, maybe 3 years, or maybe they've been with us the whole time, and it's been since 2014. So
Elgato tweeted 41 minutes
we
ago.
usually
Best
start
part
from
of the
a place
showcase.
of,
Hashtag
what's
Fable.
awesome that we can get to play.
Tell us a bit about events and in-game events. You guys experimented with
Even
something pretty
ESPN
grand. I don't know,
Esports
it's probably-
tweeted
was it
the new
2 months
Fable
ago,
just
whenever
hits
it was?
different.
Oh my god.
Are we going to see more live events?
Which is
in-game?
hilarious because it's obviously not an
That's
esports
on the
game.
roadmap, and those are really hard
Yeah.
to do, and it was awesome. That you
Honestly
guys
though,
were able to do it.
what would a fucking
How
RPG
does that
esports look
factor
like?
into kind of your roadmap for Destiny from a content perspective?
So I think live events like that, like the Almighty event, was an awesome test for us. Like what we want to do is when we're gonna load up and point the guns like that at a target, we want it to be when it can be maximally impactful. Like I don't think that's the type of thing we would do every
Oh
season.
god.
Like we certainly aren't a game like Fortnite. We're not gonna have Travis Scott show up in the game. We're different. What we've been talking about doing is how can
I
we
literally just noticed the
players together
fucking
that
stream
are
was
uniquely
frozen.
Destiny,
Whoops.
and what are those things? And so I think over the coming years we're going to keep evolving that as we go. Like the tech stack's awesome. Like it is, it's a miracle. The tech stack's a miracle, and that we were able to pull it off with everyone.
Oh my god.
It's just an incredible testament to the team. It was awesome hearing Green.
What a good toad he is.
You mentioned that too. Like it is no
Traits.
one wants to hear
Ain't a
from
very
anyone
big
who
fat
makes
boy.
entertainment that it's hard, but everyone who's making entertainment, it's fundamentally challenging in some way that like you never talk about. And then doing it in a completely new context, it's even harder. Like the thing you're doing right now is fucking harder in ways that it's just
Oh yeah, no, as you said, our teams and like doing this all from home, and we're all making it work. But I think you're right. The audience at home sometimes, even with all these press events, has this expectation of like, Allegra said, like, where was the wow surprise? And it's like sometimes those things were planned, and then that team couldn't get it done, and they're in another part of the world. And I think there's so many games even I know about that were going to be announced this summer that just like are not ready for whatever reason. And it's like you can't
Twitter
blame people
Gaming
because they couldn't get
tweeted,
the orchestra together
Fable.
to record
That's
that
it. That's
rousing
the tweet.
score against
Yeah.
the trailer or something like that. So there are a lot of things that I think people have to think about. But I wanted to ask you this before we go, like development. You guys had.
I see so many people like, oh yeah, Xbox sucks because they showed only CGI trailers.
Able to figure it out. Just
What the
a
hell?
little bit longer. Is that right?
Like 90% of what they show was actual fucking gameplay.
us and the team, and
Yeah.
we are. I think we're gonna use it to the fullest.
It's
degree
like,
that we
were
can.
people even watching the same thing, or were they watching fucking like the previous event?
Hard on things like Stasis, and try to get that experience of playing through the Beyond Light.
I mean, there definitely was some CGI and in-engine trailers, but like, you can't just say there was no gameplay at all when they had a fucking 10-minute Halo thing at the beginning.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's pretty fascinating what you guys have been able to do. Well, we look forward to seeing more as you develop from home. There, I'm sure probably have the game right up next to you. Definitely to figure it out. But yeah, I love that you guys have outlined the roadmap.
And apparently, PlayStation tweeted that Balan Wonderworld game is coming to PlayStation 5 next year.
You guys are showing gameplay, getting people excited.
Which, I mean, to be fair, that was shown during the, pre-show, so who knows? Nobody knew if that was exclusive technically.
Was, I think, on Twitter.
Yeah, it's like it's
but
amazing, right?
I do wonder though, since it says next year, I wonder is it going to launch on Xbox first?
Jump in and
You
do
know,
awesome stuff for us. It's tremendous.
because we didn't really get a date for that.
Thank
So
you, Luke from Bungie. Great to have you with us.
also, I love how their like overlay broke.
Schaefer will be joining us on other
Just
things.
black.
We're going to be right back after this. We just got to make a quick little.
Wait, did they just say Tim Schafer?
We'll see you guys on the other side with a little bit more of our post show.
Okay, technical difficulties. Yep. God damn it.
Damn, even Astro, the headset maker, was just
Yeah.
like, new Fable, yes.
Yeah. Oh damn! I just noticed. So, the Ori thing they said was going to be optimized. They tweeted 4K 120 FPS.
Damn.
Yeah, holy shit. Like, I understand that Tangley is a previous gen game, so, like, if any, that's one to definitely, hit higher stuff, but, like, at most I was expecting 4K 60, not fucking 120. Yeah, it's all this, and this might be the fucking, like, smoothest animation I think I've seen in a while. Just that freaking morphine.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Well, this is a 10 out of 10 stream.
All right, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Lots going on here. As Luke was saying, sometimes doing these things from home, we have teams all around the country trying to pull this together, and I want to thank everyone, both at YouTube and all our production partners, to make this happen. Not the easiest thing, but I'm still amazed we're able to bring 20 people together live and watch a press conference. So we're back, and we've got some more coming up for you, but right now we've got an extended look at one of the games from the press conference. Lauren said in the opening that the Medium was something she was really excited about, and the team has been working really hard on that game. And now we have an exclusive extended look at some brand new gameplay.
I told you.
Of the
Honey,
Medium.
I Shrunk the
Check it
Kids.
out.
Yeah, I wasn't saying you're wrong. Hope we got no world premiere.
Here we go.
Oh, Bloober. These are the people who made
It's a next-gen
Layers of Fear.
psychological horror game that plays out across two realities, our world and the spirit world. Thanks to the power of the hardware, you will be able to play in both worlds at the same time. Let's see how it works in action.
The Medium.
Oh wait, they're the ones making the Medium? I didn't realize that. Damn.
At this point of the game,
How do they go from making like a tiny indie horror game to something like this intense?
fully fledged and
Yeah.
different worlds simultaneously.
Because like
can
this also looks like something most companies couldn't even accomplish, nonetheless a tiny indie team.
Right.
With no loadings at all. Thanks to the medium sense, you can see a secret passage behind the cabinet.
Yeah, the only thing else I know about this game is apparently the music's being made by the Silent Hills composer. Which you can definitely hear.
Let's see how you can use the interactions between the realities to open the entrance.
Yeah, this almost kind of like remind me of something like A Way Out, but you're controlling both characters.
Clock hand, I realized it was a junction between realities. Is that Thomas? There. Looks like a passage. A spirit well. I could absorb some of that energy.
Energy spots like this one let you recharge Marianne's psychic.
I will say the bitrate's doing no favors for this game.
Okay.
Like everything's literally like one giant pixel.
The entrance has opened in the spirit world, but the real world Marianne still can get in. Marianne's unique psychic ability, the out of body, lets her leave her physical self to explore the spirit world more freely. Another of your powers is the Spirit Blast.
So apparently IGN had an interview with the studio head for Halo Infinite. They said this is going to be the last standalone release for the franchise for the foreseeable future.
Also, to charge up real-world electricity.
So yeah, there's not going to be any new Halo after this, at least for a long time. At least not spin-offs, why that could be happening, but,
Yeah.
What they do say, Halo Infinite is the start of our platform for the future. We want to grow it over time, so service game.
What the fuck is
That'd be kind of interesting, them treating Halo as like a live service,
Throughout the
updating with new
game,
stuff.
You will get to experience the worlds in various combinations. And you will never know which world will draw you in.
They also said apparently Infinite will get a free ray tracing update after launch.
All right. There's a new look at the Medium, which is great. We're excited to learn more about that title. And joining me right now is a guy you saw in the Xbox briefing along with Jack Black. He is working at Double Fine on Psychonauts 2.
Here we go with Tim.
Xbox Game Studios family. Give it up for a true legend in
It's
the
the
video
boy.
game business, Tim of Legend, Tim Schafer.
Ooh,
How we
hello.
doing, Tim?
How's it going?
Hello.
My head's bigger than yours. I don't want my head to be bigger than yours. There we go.
Oh yeah, we can.
No, don't make yours
Shake.
bigger. Okay. How's it going? Did you think of the trailer? Give me your honest opinion. No one's listening, right? It's just you and me.
No, nobody's listening. I thought it looked great. Well, it's fun because that song I think last year when there was an E3, I think teased a little bit of that with Jack Black that we knew he was doing. Obviously he's a huge fan.
Yeah, I didn't even remember that.
Collaborated before, certainly with Brutal Legend and Broken Age, but we knew he was in Psychonauts, and now we got a better look at what he's doing. So yeah, I mean, this game looks so fun. I remember when we announced this. It was at Game Awards. What was it, 2016? Or I don't even know what year did we announce it?
Talk about how long it's been. It's been just a minute ago.
It's been so long that it's even gone through a Kickstarter.
Waiting. But seriously, it sounds like you guys are, now you're part of the Xbox family. You're working hard on Psychonauts.
I'm definitely curious what they're going to be doing next after Psychonauts.
Development of the game right now.
Well, we have a lot of stuff done, but a few things left to go, and game looks great. It doesn't, just to be clear, it's not all as psychedelic as that trailer you saw. There's a lot of crazy yellow submarine visuals going on, but that's just one level that's really themed around synesthesia and the overwhelmed senses. So the rest of the game looks a little bit more like it does when Raz is standing there with that brain in a jar. And so that level is looking pretty good, and we just really want to make sure, now that we have the resources with our new partners at Xbox, we want to make sure the game is as good as people are expecting it to be, because I think their memories of the old game, plus the new things that are capable of technology, mean that we have to really rise to the challenge of making the game amazing.
No, and again, it's as your
that's definitely something I kind of wonder though. It was like, oh yeah, Psychonauts amazing. I wonder how much of that is nostalgia.
It means a lot of art and a lot of a lot of content.
And it's like they definitely got to step their plate up if they want to make a really good sequel and get past just nostalgia bounds.
The game you want. I want to ask about this event was a game showcase, but obviously there's a new console coming out this year. For your team, how are you taking advantage of Series X? What Psychonauts will obviously work on your current system and PC, but if people do have an Xbox Series X when they play it, you're going to be able to kind of make it that much more sparkly?
More sparkly, yes. It's going to be much more sparkly. No, I mean, there's obviously capabilities of as far as the speed and the quality of the presentation. I don't know if I can what I can announce and not announce. But let's say it's going to be taking full advantage of what we can do with it.
It's going to be in 14K, right?
It's actually going to broadcast itself into your mind.
It's going to broadcast itself into your mind.
It's shot right into your brain.
Frames per second. It's like only.
Yeah. And you're going to play it in your dreams. You're going to be asleep when you play it and dream the whole game.
We're ready for it. But I think that's the thing, is that your games have always.
Honestly, though, imagine that does become a thing in the future.
And incredible
just play games in your mind.
I think the thing with this game that everyone's excited about is that the gameplay looks so varied and so fun. How has it evolved over the past few years? I'm curious. I assume you're somewhat content complete now in terms of at least the story. Are you still adding levels? Are you still writing stuff? Or you're done with that? I'm curious where you're at creatively on it.
Writing wise, I'm playing through the game and seeing where there needs to be a little more writing, because the story all makes sense in my head, but I often tell it out of order and tell it bits here and bits there, and then every once in a while I'll be like, oh, that's right, we never told the player this, and so I'm trying to catch all those last details, and it's really fun because you can see It's an easier point when you're looking at the distance to the end, and you can see how much more you have to go from like a good game to a great game. It's a lot more fun to just get those last few things in.
I'm sure there's always last minute jokes. Although in this environment, like, are you able to do voiceover recording with people? Like, what's it been like to make this game from home?
Yeah, well, a lot of our actors have in-home studios, and we recorded with Jack from his house. You know, he did the last bit of dialogue, the dialogue that you'll hear in that level, he did from his home studio. So, I mean, we're really lucky to work in games where we can do a lot of our work from home, and a lot of voice actors can do the same. It's easier to do that than go shoot a movie.
Yep. No, I said that's why there, lots of games coming out this year still, and it's an awesome opportunity for our industry, I think, to be able to continue entertaining people with great content, and especially now with Game Pass and Psychonauts, I imagine this will be one of the most played Tim Schafer games of all time, just because, I mean, more people are going to have access to it through Game Pass. So is that exciting for you and the team that it's going to open it up to a whole new audience?
Oh my God, that's really, I never thought about it that way, Jeff. I'm really stressed now. The people need their games. We have to provide their home. They're bored, Jeff.
Hey, it's high pressure, but high opportunity, and really a ton of fun. Tell us a bit about, you said the level we saw was obviously kind of psychedelic, but talk to us about some of the psychic powers, and people may be familiar with some of Raz's powers in previous games. How are you kind of taking those to the next level? And as everyone remembers from the previous games, every level sort of is customized in a way for sort of a certain ability or power. So give us a little preview of like what are some of the things he's going to be able to do with his mind.
Yeah, I mean, every Psychonauts level it's visually different. It's like this one-off in some ways, art direction and whole different style. And the gameplay has a lot to do with the powers that are new in that level. And so we're bringing back a lot of the old powers that people know from the first game, like Side Blast.
Playground on Twitter.
Psychic power out of his head.
They changed their banner to the Fable logo.
Chop, and he can also
and they said Playground Games is an Xbox game studio. We make the Forza Horizon games, and now we're making Fable too.
Well, we're showing one of the new powers, which is the ability to create a time bubble and slow things down in a very localized area, because the character that Jack plays has lost all perception of time, and so he can kind of form the sense of time with his own mind, because he's.
They also apparently tweeted from the Forza Horizon account. They have 4K 60 FPS, quick game resume, faster load times, higher visual fidelity at longer distance with Series X for Horizon.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, 4K 60 is definitely great for that game, because, you can already get that on, obviously, PC, but
and I guess
definitely not on the base
we'll
Xbox.
Just stay tuned for more details on all things Psychonauts, but looks like a ton of fun in Game Pass. And, any year that we get a new Tim Schafer game is very exciting, and it feels like it must be kind of. Do you feel like this is your most ambitious game so far in terms of the scale and scope?
HyperX responded to the Xbox Fable tweet. Says we've been waiting years for new Fable.
We definitely have a big
back to Brutal Legend. That was
which is
good,
true.
But it feels like
Fable 3 came out 10 years ago.
It's pretty big. It's got Jack Black in it. It's got. It's very ambitious, but there's no RTS elements yet.
To say there's still a few months left in development. There's DLC or something, but it looks so fun, and I'm excited to see games like that. Xbox keeps touting how diverse their lineup is, and I love that you're now making this game. There's Halo, there's so much else out there, and it's going to be, as I said, I think your most played game and one of your most ambitious. So Tim Schafer, I'm sure most of you are familiar with his work, but Psychonauts 2 is going to be quite the experience, and we can't wait to see more of it. So thanks for joining us.
Twitter just sent me this notification,
this year too.
and this is nice.
Really excited. I was gonna say no. Yeah, where's a Muppet? Right. I've actually got a little beaker on the shelf back there.
Yeah, that was fun. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks, Tim. Double Fines. Tim Schafer working on Psychonauts 2, part of the Xbox family now. And that is going to do it for our post show. Lots of great stuff across the morning here. When you look at the pre-show and the main show, a lot of announcements from the Xbox studios. And as you can see here, that amazing Halo piece that I thought was such a beautiful way to kick off the briefing, and much more coming from Xbox. Everwild, we saw. You think of across the portfolio, Xbox has a lot of first-party studios. I think the big question everyone wants to know is how are these games going to play on the new system? And I think sometimes people fixate on the power and whatnot of these boxes, but at the end of the day, it really is about the experiences. And Xbox certainly showed people a lot of experiences in a lot of different genres that are going to be part of the Xbox plan. So that was their first party game showcase. As Matt, Pat, and others mentioned, there's still lots to share about Xbox Series X in terms of the hardware and the price points, and I'm sure we'll hear more about that in the coming months as we lead up to holiday 2020. And part of what's happening here with Summer Game Fest is that we've got a lot more to go in July and August. So there'll be many more streams and many more events.
Yeah, let's say, do they even have any more events scheduled?
.com for notifications, or follow this channel, or follow us on.
Because like my thing's entirely clear until freaking August 27th.
We'll be back
so,
with our
like,
big Gamescom opening night live show on August 27th, which is going to be pretty spectacular with a lot of big games.
Okay, yeah, so it looks like there is 2 more events,
so
both tomorrow, but I don't care about them at all. League of Legends Spirit Blossom Festival.
We're so excited about that show.
I'm good.
And then Pokemon Go Fest.
To make sure we bring that to you in a big way
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
at the end of the year to cap off what has been a strange, but also I think
And then apparently on August 1st, there's TennoCon for Warframe players.
So on behalf of everyone that put this show together today, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank
But yeah, definitely got no real events announced for once.
Awesome pre-show.
Because it's been like back-to-back-to-back events, like pretty much for like the entire last month. And then now it's just like, yeah, there's basically nothing until August 27th.
For the next Summer Game Fest stream. Have a good day.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, honestly, I just don't even know what to say. Like, it just, it's just like, yeah. Halo, pretty good, obviously. The Fable announcement, huge. Yeah. Then that's basically it. Halo and Fable. Well, I guess I'll get out of the call.
Alright. Fuck, it's 2 o'clock.
Let's say, any chance you might stream later?
Depending on how early we get out.
Yeah. But yeah, you better fucking stream Ori.
It doesn't seem like it's gonna be a long night tonight.
Yeah.
We have to do pies tonight, which don't take terribly long, but
yeah,
it'll probably be. I don't know. There's been like 3 people calling off every single day this week, so.
Yeah.
Well, one of them's getting tested for the Rona.
Of course.
So he's not in, of course. One of them has a surgery, so that's 2, and then the third one we don't fucking know, honestly.
Yeah. But yeah, I will say definitely better than the last 2 fucking events I watched. Being the 8-minute long Nintendo thing, and then fucking Bakugan.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like that Nintendo thing I saw how long it was. I'm just like, I'm not fucking streaming this. I already been up like really freaking long, was super damn tired, and it's like if I had to set up a stream for an 8-minute video, like that would have been stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at the very least, the announcements in that one were decent. It's like a bunch of Shin Megami Tensei stuff and Kansai Hyrule, pretty good games.
Yeah.
And it's like the only thing that was kind of iffy about that was the WWE thing that they shown. But yeah, it's like for an 8-minute video, not terrible. For an 8-minute video, though, I'm not fucking starting up a stream because it takes me like 8 minutes just to fucking do a starting soon screen.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Oh, that actually reminds me, though. Did you hear the new Muzz song yet?
I don't think so, no.
Want to listen to that real quick before I get off?
Sure, let me pull up your stream.
Yeah. Let me... Oh, it's got a music video. I listened to it earlier on Spotify before it came out on YouTube. Oh, that means I need to reopen up the damn browser again, because I just closed it. Got a fucking ad for Peacock. God damn it. Oh, warning, this video may potentially trigger seizures. That's a great thing to start with.
Yeah.
Gotta set all this fucking bullshit back up. Okay, so you in my stream?
Yep.
Okay, so you see the damn slide?
Yep.
Okay. Hopefully it doesn't lag like the other stream was, but then again, that probably was there. But yeah, this is a really damn good song.
Feel the thunder, shake the open ground. Won't give in,
I will say, definitely was not what I was expecting from Muzz.
heavy clouds are way above my head, like all of my regrets and things I never said. No, start a feeling, shiver in my bones. Something's coming, but nobody knows. Angels rage, they come down from the sky to fix these broken wings and show me how to fly.
I can definitely see why they said epilepsy.
Yeah.
God, this animation, holy shit.
Damn.
Yeah. Also, you got a question, why in the hell is there's a bunch of computers surrounded by like ancient statues?
I have no idea.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like even the D&B like drops don't really sound like normal Muzz. Like it, yeah. Like this is definitely way different than his previous releases. It's pretty good. But yeah, the song's like 5 minutes, like, with how many songs he's released, and like, they've all been pretty long. This might almost fucking rival Infected Mushrooms album length.
Feel the power, now you're by my side. I've been searching, but you didn't hide. You were there through all my darkest days. You know me in my eyes, and you feel like I could spread my wings and fly.
rip all the computers. Freaking guitar in the background.
What? Matt Pet tweeted 3 minutes ago, "Welcome to the family, Food Theory."
What? A food channel? What the fuck? I just realized this might be the last song we get before the album releases. I wonder if they're gonna give a date. With that whisper at the end. Didn't hear that the first time.
Called the Food Theorists.
Yeah. God, what the fuck? God, can't click into the right thing. God, fucking ads. Yeah, we
They already have. They have 5 videos today.
Yeah. They started a channel with 5 videos from the start.
Yep.
Kind of weird. Like, usually you might see 1 extra than a normal daily video, but like, 5? Yeah. I actually am curious to see what he said on Twitter, maybe,
5 new videos all today on our brand new channel. If you ever wanted to be first subscriber or viewer, this is legitimately your chance. Yeah, I subscribe to under 5K subscribers. I can say that.
Yeah.
It's over 6.6 thousand now.
Okay. Apparently he didn't say it on Twitter, but he did apparently share what's the word? A drum cover of Worth the Lie. Pretty cool. Go ahead and send that to you. But no. I guess I'm gonna be getting off here then.
Okay. So the 5 videos are never order McDonald's medium fries.
Okay.
Tootsie Pops, how many licks does it really take? One about Portal. It says don't trust a cake.
Of course.
I'm saving the 4th one for last because typical Matt Pat. And the 5th one is grocery store scam. You've been scammed and you never knew it. Supermarket secrets. And then the 4th one, fucking Matt Pat's at it again. Food Theory, Kool-Aid Man is a Marvel villain.
What the fuck? Like fucking first we have like Nessa Sands, and now we got fucking Kool-Aid Man? What?
Kool-Aid Man is a Marvel villain.
God damn it, Matt Pat, never change. Well, time to click subscribe, just for that.
Yep. But
got the thumbnails too.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm not surprised he made a fucking Cake is Live video. Like, how are you gonna like be associated with games and launch a food channel and not do something about that?
Oh
like,
yeah, it's a given.
Yeah. Although I will say, like the McDonald's fries and Tootsie Pop and all that other stuff, I was not expecting really. And then just Kool-Aid Man, because goddamn it, fucking Kool-Aid Man. But yeah, like I said, I'll go ahead and get off here. I'm gonna find somebody to raid.
Okay.
Okay, let's see who we can raid. Is it not playing? Okay, there we go. Let's say a bit delayed there. Huh. Guinness streaming Mario Maker. I didn't even realize he had a Switch. And to be honest, he's like the only person I really see, so I guess we're going over to our good friend Gin. Hopefully all these commands work. Good. Because like I said, I had to reset up every fucking thing, so. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know when the next stream's going to be, because like I said, the next event on the schedule is August 27th, and there's bound to be something before then, so. And of course, who knows, I might stream some my normal, you know, like just games for once, so. Yeah, go ahead and send it over there.